What in the world? What?
Our ship disappeared. Joe!
Joe! Joe, bring back the ship! What are you doing?
It's too much.
I thought you guys were on board, and I had.
Did you see our names? This is the worst group of pirates.
Did you hear us calling any commands?
Nope.
You
I was
didn't
like,
see us
I
on
am
board.
going to get there. I decided to commandeer the boat.
Man, first we lost them, now like Joe's abandoning us. Tabitha, where did we find this crew?
Materials or something.
Joe, are you still on this ship?
Yes, I am. I am straightening out. Oh, you're here!
Yeah, we're here.
How'd you guys get here?
I found
The
a
mermaid brought us here.
Oh,
And they're still shooting at us.
really?
I hear shots. Am I crazy?
No, I definitely heard something.
It gives me the option to rejoin the previous session.
Oh, right over there. Is that not a ship over there? Oh, it's like a congregation ship.
I am overboard.
Wait, what? Why?
Oh, the ship's on fire! The ship's on fire!
Why?
The ship is on fire because nobody sails without the entire crew. So Joe, have fun.
There's massive holes in the boat, guys.
Oh no!
You steal the ship, you
Okay.
suffer the consequences. That's right. Good morning, good morning. You steal the ship, you suffer the consequences. That's right. Good morning. How's that for an opener? Hopefully you guys, everything's working the way it's supposed to this time. Good morning, though. We are going to be coloring and doing. I forgot that I haven't posted that Sea of Thieves video that I did with the gals quite a while ago. And if you don't follow me over on Kick, you should, because we have a blast over there. We have all kinds of people that we hang out, but a lot of times I'm hanging out with our favorite Nomi, Without You, the real Joe Rosie. Her pirate name is Joe Mama. And then there's Sevi. I don't think we have a name for Sevi yet. We play with all kinds of people over there, and we're hoping to like expand the group. But somehow we have found a way to just get on each other's nerves in the best kind of way. And yes, if you need me to explain that video to you, then you're just going to have to watch it again at another time, because I was like up to here. Nobody steals the ship without suffering the consequences. And I really love the artwork that I did. Oh, let me show it to you. Here's the artwork that I did along with that. I just thought it would be fun after I did the whole chained together art piece and video, and everybody seemed to love it. And I had a fantastic time creating that. I decided to make one for our little pirate adventure. And yes, I am wearing a pig hat because that's what my character is. And you can see Nomi over there drowning off in the distance. And Joe was just gallivanting on the ship. And so I set it on fire because nobody sails without the entire crew. Anyway, good morning to you. Good morning to you all. Real Steven TV was here and he says, "It is your birthday." Well, happy birthday. Many happy returns of the day. Real Steven TV. I hope that it is wonderful, exciting, extravagant, or low key, whatever it is that you're into in particular for your birthday. And Rogie says, "Happy birthday. Mine is in 9 days." What a wonderful gift. What a wonderful gift. Happy birthday to all of you. Happy unbirthday to all of you out there. Juliet says, "Good afternoon. Dreaming Tabitha and Chad. Good to see you, Juliet." Logical Spark says, "Good morning." And is it a cup of Joe or a guy named Joe? No, it's Joe. Joe Rosie. You can catch her on the internet everywhere. Where DL throwing everything at us this morning. All the nervousness, the splattering, the schmerging. I see you over there on Kick. Grape. Good morning to you. Retro Collective. Have a good work day. Conroy 1776 doesn't miss a beat, says, "What is a mighty golden patriot?" So glad that you asked. Actually, something that I should be doing here. Let me get this up here. Just, I mean, helping fellow creative people. Hang on. there's no pressure to do this. I'm just, I just thought it would be really, really fun. So let me reveal to you our mighty golden patriot. Here he is. Okay, so um this is my little chibi edition of the mighty golden patriot, but let me hang on. Here we go. This is the original, the OG. Here's the original, the Mighty Golden Patriot. As you can clearly see, it's part of the Rippa Send thing. If you know young Rippa and the Rippaverse, if you don't, they're working on comic books and graphic novels and things like this. This is their recent release campaign with Yellow Flash. I don't really know much about Yellow Flash, by the way, so it's not like I'm, BFFs with this person. I just saw this design and thought this is so interesting that I wanted to give my hand at some fan artwork of this really cool design. So that's what this is all about. Let's go back to our little thing here. And then I'm going to, if you're interested more in the story and want to know more, I'm going to post it here for you. I mean, if you're not into comic book, I'm not really into comic books anymore. I used to be, and I've tried to get back into comic books, but it's not really my jam anymore. It's like I love the artwork and everything, and I love that people are interested in these kinds of things, but I myself have outgrown comic books. Not to say that they're childish, it's more of like I have outgrown the short formatted stories. I like books, I like novels, where you get a lot more in depth about the character. You get to use a lot more of your imagination. So it's just not my medium for reading. But at the same time, I do love comic books because there's so much artwork, obviously, so much artwork involved. Good morning, old poet Jerry. I see you over there. But yeah, if you want to check it out, you can check out the campaign. But this is me trying something different too, because yes, of course, I do chibis all the time, and I have done superhero chibis, but superhero chibis definitely have a very different kind of pose. And I'm trying to work on that too, because a lot of my chibis kind of look the same. Actually, where is it at? Let me throw this up there. You can see my chibis down here at the bottom. It's just a handful of the ones that I've done. They all kind of look the same, sort of. It's pretty much to the side and So I'm trying to expand and trying different angles and stuff like that. Here's one of my one of my more recent ones that I've done, my Cara Dune one that I did back in January. Little Grogu hanging out over here. I love him. And so I'm trying to change things up, have a little more action and drama. I did change this one up a little bit too. This is a different kind of posting, but you can even see with like this one here, trying to learn. And so you can see maybe the progress. I did like the Know Me Without You banner, and she's I'm trying to work with expressions and things like that. This was my chain together one. So you can see I'm trying to work on different expressions. I'm trying to work on different poses. So that's what we got here with the Mighty Golden Patriot. I'm going to be working on his arm over here and just coloring along. It's different because it's with a helmet too. So I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. It's kind of different for me. Read that comic stories they turned into novels. I don't know about that. I could not say. Hey, fantastic, sarcastic. Got to lurk while I'm at the job. Reminds me of a Power Ranger. Yeah, I guess so. I wouldn't doubt. A lot of people are very into Power Rangers, very inspired by them. I didn't grow up with Power Rangers, so I have no connection with that, but it seemed really cool. The idea seemed really cool. Got to take a swig of the elixir of life over here. Thank you, Jerry. I'm working on it, little by little. I still have to work with the mask. It looks a little too meshy like, but here we go. But how's everybody doing? Real Steven TV, do you have any plans for said birthday? Are you just chilling? You gonna treat yourself? Yeah. I wonder. Hey, it's Biggles. Hi, Biggles. How has the gaming streams? I lurk from time to time, by the way, Biggles. Um, when I'm looking for people that are going live and I just kind of listen to it while I draw. How are the gaming streams going, friend? And then I know we got to get you on the channel so we can learn how to do chibis. You did message me and I have been thinking about it. I'm just like in my mind, like, what am I gonna teach him, you know? So maybe you tell me, what would you, I know you said you want to do chibis, but like what are you interested in learning about? um Excuse me, sorry, I just coughed right into that microphone there. And Biggles has decided that today is not Tuesday. Today is
Friday. Today is Friday.
gifting 5 Dreaming Tabitha live memberships. I appreciate that, Biggles. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lee. I hope you're doing well. And I hope that, I mean, you're out there, as they say, grinding. You're out there. I see you going live all the time. And hopefully it's doing what you love. And what do they say? If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. I don't know that that's really true because I am doing what I love. And there are some days where it's just like I can't anymore. I need to take a break. Just chilling. Gonna have pizza later and cake. Perfect. I wish today was Friday. Hi, Lady Marine. Well, just for a little moment in time, Biggles has made it Friday, okay? Just in our little world, our little sphere right here. It's Friday. How to actually draw them without looking goofy. Okay. Okay. Well, give me a character. This would make it easier. Give me a character that you would like to learn how to draw, Biggles. You've been trying to draw one of your favorite voice actors lately. Okay. Well, how about you've been having fun? I'm so glad. I'm glad to hear it. How about you give me one a fake character? I say a fake character, but like not a real person. How about you give me somebody like a video game or a story character, something like that you would like to learn how to draw, and then we'll work on that. Might be a wee bit easier to do fictitious characters than a real person off the get-go. Because our fictitious creations, our characters, are already a little bit extravagant. They're already a little bit whimsical. So yeah, I think it's a good idea that if you're wanting to learn how to draw or recreate certain kinds of characters, that you start off with things that are already kind of whimsical and already kind of dramatic, because then you're only adding your own flair to that character. And if it looks slightly off course, it doesn't matter because it's basically a caricature version of that thing, that person. Whereas when you're trying to do a recreation of a person that you have to pay a little bit more attention to certain things like eye shape, eyebrow shape. At least that's what I do when I'm creating my chibis, is those are the things that I look for the most in trying to make a person look like someone, is definitely eyebrow shape and let's see, what did I just say? Eyebrow shape, eye shape, and then even the hair can be that way. A lot of times it's the pose too. So that's why I'm saying if we find a dynamic character to draw, then it'll be a little bit easier than trying to create a person that you know on paper. So that would be the best place, I think, to start when you're trying to learn how to draw a person. Getting off work early for an eye appointment. Yes, take care of yourself, Lady Marie. Okay, who is this? Juvia from Fairy Tale is one of my. All right, we got it. I have no idea who that is. So Biggles is like, I'm going to make Tabitha do some homework. Darn, how do I have no paper on my desk as an artist? Hang on. All right, let me write this down. Juvia. What are we looking at? Fairy Tale. Okay. All right. Then that's what we're going to do. I will figure that out for us first, Biggles, and then we'll talk dates. She wears a blue hat, has blue hair, and the power of water. Excellent. She sounds fascinating already. I started collecting comics in 1980, and now I have 1,500 comics, says old poet Jerry. I would love to have that many books. I don't know how many books I have. All right, so hang on. I've got a little bit thrown off course. Here we go. Let me go with our blending color here and just start off with our highlights. I've been having to do like a role reversal in my brain because if you've seen some of my latest art pieces, I've been coloring on black paper. And it has been super fun and definitely more challenging because of the fact that we all start off with a lighter colored canvas, whether it's actual canvas or it's a piece of paper. Nobody starts their kit out on black paper. And so that being said, you basically, your white paper is already your highlight and you have to work around that and start darkening things, which is the same thing with the black paper, but just in reverse. But when you practice something a certain way for so long, it's really difficult to switch that mindset where, okay, instead of working from light to dark, I am now working from dark to light. And it has been a fun journey, but it's definitely been a little bit of a brain teaser. A little bit of a brain teaser there. Here we go. All right. I'm not the best at defining muscles. So we're going to work hard today at trying to. I would really like to finish this. I would like to post it. I think I gave the sneak peek to the members of this. If not, it was on Patreon. And hope you guys enjoyed that. But all right, so we've got kind of a foundation of highlights. Now let's go in and shout out, by the way, to the subscriber who gave me these markers. I appreciate that. I didn't you never realize how much gray you need and the variety of gray. Because in this pack, it came with 5 different grays. Yes, it is necessary. It is. I mean, I've probably got like 100, 200 markers over here, and I don't have a lot of gray. So, well, I didn't. Now I do. Now I do. All right. I tell you what I probably need to do. I'm looking at our reference here. We're going to go bold. Go bold. Maybe I need to zoom in here on some abs. Here we go. Zooming in here on some abs. Gosh, speaking of abs, I'm telling you what, like Instagram, I know they say it's like whatever you're looking at and you're following, that's the algorithm picks that up. But for crying out loud, it is like crazy nonsense with this Robert Irwin stuff going on. Oh my goodness, I am getting spammed to wazoo over there on Kick by somebody that's saying that Israel is, not nice people. You can just take that nonsense and go shove it where the sun don't shine. Thank you for giving me 15 messages of the same thing. Every country has their problem. Every country has their problems. We don't need to be spamming my chat with that nonsense. By Rajakif Shifra Poot 0. I can't even take a person like that seriously. If you're really going to put the word poot in your name, please. Oh my gosh. What an idiot. All right. Here we go. We got some pectoral muscles. Oh my gosh. This is, we're going from dark to light and then light to dark. It's like playing with my mind. But how's everybody's Tuesday going? Everybody's at work and you're lurking. I understand completely. No problem. Guys, I've been wanting to bring back the book. I haven't forgotten about our characters. I've been in a kind of a weird place creatively where I think I've unleashed too much creativity lately. So I I don't want to focus on just one thing, even though I kind of want to focus on just one thing. And so poor little Dastian and his little adventures and things like that, um, they were put on hold, and it was like we were off to a great place, and it just kind of took me by surprise. And I have all these really cool ideas for stories and characters that I would love to invest in. And as I was starting to like get burnout, not from doing too much, but from not doing enough, if that makes sense, where my brain was just kind of um, overwhelmed at what I haven't done. And it's like, okay, we are our own time managers, and there are people out there who are just as busy, if not busier. And I don't want to be like, what's my excuse? It's more like I'm very productive as a person, but I'm not being productive in the ways that I need to be. Hence why I haven't been live streaming quite as much either. And it's not because I don't want to, but it's like time and doing things. So just kind of reevaluating how I do my stuff. Like I was going to try to make a schedule where I was streaming on Mondays, and um well, and that just didn't happen. And so yesterday I was really tempted to stream, and I thought, no, I'm gonna make Monday a me day. And but when I say that, I don't mean like I'm just gonna pamper myself and just take a day off. It was more of like I'm gonna take Mondays to do the more domestic things that need to be done. And then if I have time, work, which I did, I think was it yesterday, day before, I finished some commission piece that I told my client, I'm so sorry that this took longer. I'm not exactly sure what happened. They were super gracious though, and I'm grateful for that because normally I'm like right out the gate. Um, like I don't put people on hold. And so I realized all of a sudden, like there are several things, art pieces that I'm really significantly behind on that are very important and need my attention. And somehow I have just, I don't know, it got into that thing of like creating art for just the sake of content versus taking care of what actually needs to be taken care of. So I'm trying to figure that out, and I appreciate your graciousness with my channel. Trying to do these new video styles as well, and I don't know if anybody has seen my recent videos where I'm kind of doing the lore of different franchises or movies. I'm having a lot of fun with that because there's so much that we don't know, and this information kind of gets lost. Like when I did my Snow White video, did you guys know that in the original story she was 7? Which is crazy. Snow White was originally 7 in the Grimm's adaptation of that story. And to think that the evil queen was jealous of a 7-year-old's beauty is really twisted. And it also kind of makes me wonder then, how old was the stepmother? If the prince married Snow White when she was 7, how old was the stepmother when the king married her? Like, was she a 14-year-old? I don't know. I've never met a woman who was jealous of the beauty, like really jealous of the beauty of a 7-year-old. Maybe a 14-year-old, but 7. Hey, it's Yo Pops 215. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're working on some abs here. You can't really see it, but I've got the American flag draped over here, and I'm not really looking forward to doing that because fabric is my kryptonite. I was today years old when I found that out. I know. Watch my video. You'll find out there's a lot more interesting and dark things about those stories. I just recently did Cinderella. That was crazy too. And then I did some Minecraft ones just because it's not necessarily like about the movie per se, but it's more about the lore of that. And then yesterday I released a video about Star Wars Day, because there's kind of like 2 Star Wars days, but depending on who you talk to, there can only be one. And it depends on which side of the schism that you're on. And there is a fun and I'm going to leave you with a teaser. I'm not even going to tell you. There is an incredibly weird and fun historical fact about May the 4th that is not Star Wars related. And how May the 4th got started is not Star Wars related. It's only like a 6-minute video. Watch it. It's near the beginning of the video anyway, so you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to, but it's really interesting. I had no idea. I don't think most Star Wars fans know where May the 4th actually started. Anyway. Isn't that a story from like 1200 where they die at like 20? Well, let's see. I forget. I think it was in the 1800s when Snow White's story came across. Hey, Holocron Lively Frux. Hello, hello. Hey, old chat. You saw it, and thank you. That'd be thank you. Appreciate. Yeah, it's crazy stuff out there. So it's amazing the stories that people use to tell their kids. Now, excuse me. Oh, I thought it was super old. Well, the origins of Cinderella, we're going to get into it. The origins of Cinderella are significantly older than that of Snow White, and they're kind of all over the place in different parts of the country. Cinderella has been kind of inspired, it seems like there's no let's see. There's no necessarily there's not a particular origin of Cinderella. And if you hear the different the variety of stories of where Cinderella came from is really fascinating. There's one with a fish, one with a golden slipper, there's one with some trees, magical trees. You should check it out if you wish to know more. It's truly fascinating. And it's interesting too because like somebody left a comment in my well, obviously on my video, and it said Germans are weird. I mean, just, but at the same time, because Germans are, obviously the Grimm's fairy tales, they're from Germany, and a lot of these stories, this is where we get the word something is Grimm because of their stories, their last name, right? Just the Grimm's fairy tales. Like we didn't used to use that word Grimm until those brothers came around and told these stories, right? And they really just kind of collected the stories from what I understand. I don't know that a lot of them are necessarily original pieces of work, but I'm so bad with anatomy here. I don't want to get too detailed. I don't want this to be like the focus. I think hey, hang on a second. By the way, I have just got to shout out Shmoo the DJ. Okay, I don't know if he's here or not, but maybe if he ever. Okay, have you guys noticed anything different about this stream versus the last stream that we had? Okay, no glitches. Shmoo and I had a long phone call after my last session here, and we figured it out. Smoo is like all the gals. He's their tech guy. He's the tech guy. Like we have a problem. We're like, Smoo, what's wrong with my computer? And he'll have the answer. And if he doesn't have the answer, he has an idea, and then he'll research, and then he'll figure it out. Smooth's just brilliant. I don't think we should call him Smooth the DJ anymore. Smooth the tech IT. Smooth the IT guy. I should make a chibi of Smoo as the IT guy. Good morning, Jonathan Reyes. Germans are kind of, well, so obviously it's just different. You could say the Chinese are weird or whatever like that. But it's interesting because you hear that, right? And I totally am on the team of like, yeah, Germans are weird when it comes to like their stories are so aggressive and blah, blah, blah. And you look at it, but it's really just a different time frame. I went, for whatever reason, I was trying to be cool. I just thought I would try something different. I went to Halloween Horror Nights last year because I just wanted to see. I thought I'd be okay. I wasn't okay. But some of the stuff was fascinating. But it's just not my thing. What horrified me, I think, the most was that I saw families with little children going to Halloween Horror Nights. And I was talking to a friend about this, and it baffled me. It kind of upset me, right? And my friend was like, "Well, it's a different day and age. Families, they do different things. Kids are exposed to things, more now." And I mean, I always am bothered by the fact that at a Halloween, little kids dress up as Freddy Krueger and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, really? This is the person that you're letting your kids dress up as Halloween? But then, if you think about it, if you really want to put, the Lego pieces together, you think about the Grimm's fairy tales and how dark those stories are. And we don't tell, I understand that we don't tell those stories to our kids anymore because we're like, oh, they're too young for things like this. It's too horrible. It's too gruesome. But actually, families telling stories like this to their kids is still around. They're just different characters. I'm still not necessarily on the side of, hey, let's let your children watch mass murderers haunting people and whatnot. It's just not my jam. But at the same time, these kinds of stories have been around for hundreds of years that they've been telling their kids. I do think that the difference between the Grimm's fairy tales and the stories that we have today are the fact that the Grimm's fairy tales were supposed to be like, okay, children, behave or else. I don't know that, Nightmare on Elm Street necessarily teaches children to behave. I stood behind Beardo when I went with him a couple of years ago. Oh, to Halloween Horror Nights, Biggles? I would totally let Beardo go first. I would totally let Beardo go first. He definitely has the perfect persona of dude, like a wall. I just figured they would try to jump scare him. Same, Biggles. I don't do jump scares at all. At all. I don't like it. I don't even like the ones that are on Instagram where it's like the spider suddenly jumps at the camera. I don't like that. All right. I have got to calm down with these abs. I've got to calm down with these abs. I'm so proud of how they're looking, but I think I'm taking away the chibiness by intensifying them so much. I'm making him look like Robert Irwin, and we don't do that here. Okay. Bless his heart. Okay. Because it's not quite as dark as the rest of this, so I got to figure that out. But that's why we go slow. That's why we go slow. So yeah, teaching your kids about right and wrong is of course an important thing, and how you do it. And I mean, even if you look in like the Bible, a lot of those stories were pretty horrific. So I guess it's just different. I don't know. I think, like I said, I think it's the way you tell the stories. Like kids used to be told stories like that so that they would shy away from doing naughty things versus entertainment. But using entertainment as a way to teach children has been around forever. So, it's not necessary. And I'm not trying to be like, don't make fun of the Germans more. It's more like understanding. I mean, they're a tough crowd. Don't get me wrong. Like they're known for being a harsh people. But I mean, it kind of works, right? But yeah, that was just their style. But at the same time, guys, it's like common knowledge, and it's like made fun of all the time that what Hispanic people beat their children with flip-flops. So you really want to get on German? That's terrible. That's great. Hey, to each their own, and whatever works, right? Hey, it's Eldritch. I said your name right this morning. Lurking while you're working. Hello. Did you ever watch the TV series Grimm? I never watched it. Not that I didn't want to or I wasn't interested in it. I just never got around to it. I might have to. I just recently finished Face Off. I do love me a good binge watching show. And so I need to find a new one. And I do like older shows because they have less of this crap that's going on in our culture these days. So I do love me, guys. And Eldritch for $10. Thank you. Says one of my favorite quotes from G.K. Chesterton. Chesterton. Fairy tales don't teach children that monsters exist. Children already know that monsters exist. Fairy tales teach children that monsters can be killed. Yes, yes, yes. That's really good. I do not know who G.K. Chesterton is, but that's a good. I think I've heard this quote somewhere before. Yeah, fairy tales don't teach children that monsters exist. It teaches them monsters can be killed. That's really good. Because even as horrible as Snow White and Cinderella those stories are, um, they do end with a happy ending. The villain gets their comeuppance. So thank you, Eldritch. That deserves a dinosaur. Everybody loves a good dinosaur. Hi, I can't. So welcome. My mom used a wooden spoon. Yes. Yes. We had a paddle. We had two, but we had a travel size and then we had a paddle. It was about this long, and then it had a handle on it. That'll do it. Did you do Drunk 3PO's PFP? Maybe? I don't know what that is. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I've done work for him before, but I don't know what that means. PFP. Hang on, let's figure this out. Positive, friendly. I'm going to need Nomi for this one, I think. I don't speak street. Okay, kings. Oh, profile picture. How is that PFP? Profile's one word. Oh, you just didn't want to, obviously you didn't. Oh, that would have been bad. Let's not go there. Anyway, profile picture. I did one for him a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago, when it was the Chibi. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a Chibi that had like his eyes were closed. He was smiling. He had a little baseball cap on that said rebellion. I did that one. I haven't done any recent ones, but I did that one for him. That was really fun. He's always laughing. He's always smiling. So that's why I had him with his eyes closed and really like a happy smile. But I had like, you mean the one that's on the Drunk 3PO channel? I didn't do that one. It's not in the style that I do, but I don't do the harsh. We don't do harsh outlines here, okay? We all know what happened the last time Tabitha did harsh outlines. She had to dismiss herself from the stream, and she had to calm down because she got really frustrated. I understand now, Kings, why you put the F in there. I appreciate that, because that otherwise we would have had to ban you, because that would have been like we don't talk like that around here. Okay, looking for some ideas for the new profile picture for the channel. I mean, I have done commission work for several people. If you're looking for something, in my link tree, I have obviously I know exactly, Kings. That's why I was like, hey, but no, Kings. So in my profile in my description, there's my link to my link tree, and you'll see a link that says artist tree, one word, artistry, and it will give you an idea of what I do, delivery, all this kind of stuff like that. So if you're looking for somebody who does chibis, I am in the middle of some other commissions at the moment, but I still have slots available if you're interested. I don't I do logos, but only if they have like a chibi in it of some kind, because that's what I do. Logos, like just words, is not my forte. I'm not good at it's not in my wheelhouse. This is not my strength, where it's I like for example Firefox, the logo for Firefox, where somebody figured out like, oh, if we twist this and do that, that's not my wheelhouse. But if you have like I don't know, you wanted to have a lawyer, I'm just throwing out something weird. You wanted to have a lawyer who was holding a wooden spoon in one hand and was holding something else lawyery in the other hand, then I'm your girl. I don't have a way of twisting objects into cool logos. I'm a designer in a different sense. But hey, Christian Rocker, hello. How are you? Looking good. I appreciate that. We're just trying not to make him look too good. No thirst traps here. All right, we're gonna have to take a. It's still a little bit. I think I did too much with that outline. We said we don't outline, so we're gonna have to go dog. Try to match the energy. Yeah, and then blend it over. You don't do calligraphy? I have. Oh, cool. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Take a look. I've done calligraphy before, but as a left-handed person, it's really difficult. Um, yes, I will have victim mentality on that because it is more difficult. Left-handed people have to go against the grain when it comes to writing. And because ink takes so long to dry in calligraphy, like left-handed people are known for the smudge over here. And because like when you're writing, you're going this way. Okay. Right-handed people, they get to go with the flow. So there's no real risk of smudging the ink. So as a left-handed person, I actually watched some go buy beer. Wow. We're getting out the weirdos on Kick again today. No, I don't drink, thank you. The money people give goes to like coffee or Chinese food for my mom because I like to treat her nice. Yeah, no, we don't do that here. What a weird thing to say. But calligraphy, I actually had to do some research on this because I really wanted to try a calligraphy, but left-handed people have to do calligraphy from either below or from above. That is a whole other way of writing. It's already can be difficult enough to go this way. Like this. Having to do it the lettering from below or from above. Oh shoot. I just colored. I knew this was going to happen. I just colored the American flag. Look what happened. Let's see if we can dilute it. I don't know that because black is so strong. That's okay. We probably just make this really dark blue over here. But let's see if we can dilute it because Tabitha made a big mistake here. But anyway. Maybe a chibi of kings in the judge's robe and a wig. Ooh, a chibi judge with the powdered wig. That'd be fun. All right. Well, I think that's the best we're gonna do. We're just gonna have to color that real dark. Anyway, here we go. Let's finish this up over here because it's taken a really long time. Yeah, that's looking better. Not quite as striking. Let's get our other one here. Let's just kind of blend this because Tabs would be all about the blend. See how long that takes? You know the smudge as a right-handed person? I don't know why right-handed people get smudges when they write. That doesn't make any logical sense. You just got to do better. I don't understand now if you're drawing, I get it because we tend to go all over the place. And so that makes a lot of sense. But if you're right-handed and you smudging when you're writing, I don't understand that. That doesn't make any scientific sense to Tabitha. All right, let's see if we can finish off this body here so that we can work on then the scarf and then the flag. Thank you everybody for hanging out, by the way. I am always grateful when I see the number of people that are watching. That's incredible. It's nonsense, especially on a Tuesday morning. It's not even a dreary Tuesday. Hey, JM, the Elite fan, how are you? Good morning. Did you see Valiant Renegade helped Michelle from Force of Light Entertainment pick out a handgun over? I didn't. Where am I supposed to watch that? Where can I watch that? Grape? Oh, see, exactly. It happens when you're drawing. I was gonna say, ain't no excuse for right-handed people to have smudges when they're writing. Unless maybe they're disabled. But even then, that doesn't make any sense because you're going with, like, you're not going against. Oh my Lanta. I know I've been wanting to do that for a while. I believe it's necessary. Plus, it's just part of being American. It's, a huge part of being American, but it's very important, especially these days. And I need to go out for training. I've shot weapons before. Am I allowed to say that? I have handled, a blaster or two in my time. Not a big fan of the rifle. Not a big fan of the rifle. It's a little too clunky for me. I mean, I'm sure if I got stronger, it would be all right, but it not so great. I don't mind a pistol blaster. I like that. Pretty good with that. Shotguns are fun, but again, kind of clunky. I haven't shot like a wide variety of the weapons, just kind of your basic blasters. Um, I do love a good pistol though. Now, don't ask me what the names are. Don't ask me what the numbers are. I don't pay attention to that. Maybe one day, but oh yes, I canalus. I do. Okay, I would love to give that a try. I think it'd be fun to give a oh shoot, what's it called? The one where they're already sitting on the ground, you drop the thing inside of it and it just shoots out. Like that. I think that would be my jam. Did I smudge something on my face? You can see it on his channel. Okay, I'll have to go look. Oh, I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, it's the canister that's already ground. You drop the thing in, plug your ears, and that just launches and it explodes. A mortar. Okay. Have I done hand-to-hand training? You mean like fighting one another? I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I took boxing, I took eskrima and taekwondo when I was younger, which I wouldn't mind getting back into that. I just haven't done it. There's literally a thing down the street from where I live, and I just haven't taken the time to do that. I really like the eskrima. I should see if there's an eskrima class around here. It's where it's like a Filipino fighting style. You fight with bamboo sticks. I still have mine. So fun. It was so fun. I loved it. I didn't get to have enough training of that. That was something that came to the class late. And this was when I was in Germany, when I was stuck in Germany during 9/11. And we went to the gym all the time. What to do, And so they offered eskrima, but that came later on. And then just as we were like getting into it, if you will, we had to head back to the States. So super fun though. I loved it. I think you could see that on his channel. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I think we've gotten the body taken care of for the most part. Now let me look at my reference, by the way. Oh, if you don't know who I'm drawing, we are doing this guy right here, the Mighty Golden Patriot. And this is an older picture because I think he's at 70,000 now. But yeah, so now I need to do the part because I try to save the black for last because as we can tell with our flag, it's difficult to wear. Oh, I forgot his shoulder too. So I'm gonna do the black pieces inside this. I don't know. It's like shoulder pads, breastplate, kind of 2-in-1, 2-for-1 kind of situation going on here. Krav Maga, yeah, people don't play around with that. Did you get Oblivion Remastered yet? I haven't, Rogi. I haven't. So, okay. Tonight, by the way, unless weird things happen, Joe Mama and I, the one who stole our ship, we are, I think, going to try to attempt to play Split Fiction over on Kick. So if you don't follow me over on Kick, it's dreaming_Tabitha. Dreaming Tabitha, just dreaming_Tabitha over there on Kick. I think she's the real Joe Rosie or just real Joe Rosie over there on Kick. But we're gonna attempt to do. I'm attempting new couples therapy with Joe. I'm putting my couples therapy with Nomi on the back burner for now, and I'm taking a I'm trying Joe out. Not Joe. Nomi found other people to play with. Fine, so can I. Yeah, it's Yellow Flash's character. We're doing a chibi version. I know he's kind of weird looking at the moment, but it'll all come together. He's kind of in bits and pieces at the moment. Oh, he is at 7,836. Go him. That's great. Oh, Joe. I was like, who is Joe Mama? Joe Mama is her pirate name. She steals ships too. Oh, it sounds like it's time for a little bit of a commercial break because people don't understand the lore.
What in the world? What?
Our ship disappeared. Joe!
Joe! Joe, bring back the ship! What are you doing?
It's too much.
I thought you guys were on board, and I had.
Did you see our names? This is the worst group of pirates.
Did you hear us calling any commands?
Nope.
You
I
didn't
was
see
like,
us
I
on
am
board.
going to get there. I decided to commandeer the boat.
Man, first we lost Emmy, now like Joe's abandoning us. Tabitha, where did we find this crew?
Materials or something.
Joe, are you still on this ship?
Yes, I am straightening out. Oh, you're here!
Yeah, we're
Get
here.
here. How'd you guys get here?
I found
The
a
mermaid brought us here.
Oh.
And they're someone shooting at us.
Is it really?
I hear shots. Am I crazy?
No, I definitely heard something.
It gives me the option to rejoin the previous session.
Oh, right over there. Is that not a ship over there? Oh, it's like a congregation ship.
Oh, I am overboard.
Wait, what? Why?
Oh, the ship's on fire! The ship's on fire!
Why?
The ship is on fire because nobody sails without the entire crew. So Joe, have
And
fun.
There's massive holes in the boat, guys.
Oh no!
You steal the ship, you
Okay.
suffer the consequences. That's right. You steal the ship, you suffer the consequences. I am a tough captain. I'm a rough and tough, no nonsense sea voyaging pirate captain. And so, as a way to pay Joe back and teach her a lesson that, hey, you don't sail without the crew, okay? We are a team. I set the ship on fire. That's what I did. I stole Wicked's ship and they all voted me into the brig, so I didn't get very far. That is when she said I could no longer play with. I did that to Mando once. Untamed Mando. Oh man, she's so fun to play with. Yeah, did that to Untamed Mando once, but she wanted to go in the brig. So then we set the ship on fire and she's like, yeah, do it. And then the bad part was that she kept like whenever she died, she kept because the boats take forever to burn, is that her character would die, would move on to the afterlife, and then when she would revive it, it would come back inside the brig because we hadn't released her. And so she just perpetually was in this prison of fire. At least she didn't sail off into the sky. I would have shot her down, Icanolos. Yes, she did the same to me, Biggles. She taught me how to do that. So then I did do it to Joe and them. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're just kind of playing around with it. It doesn't have to be perfectly accurate. I like that it gets a little smaller to the side, kind of. Couple theory with Joe Mama, that ought to be interesting. Is that when she kept bailing water and throwing it on fire to keep it going? It was a while ago, so I don't. Mando is so mean. Hey, she kind of is, but she's great. I love Mando. Okay, I got the opportunity to hang out with Mando in real life. So much better so much better in real life. I mean, she's amazing. She's just like the same person. She is the same person actually, but it's just so much better meeting her in person. We had lunch and we had the time of our lives. I actually have a vlog on my channel of when I went to go see Mando. Hang on a second. You guys should check it. We made quite the commotion. We couldn't stop laughing about the stupid stuff that we were doing. And just having so much fun. Yeah, she put out a message somewhere. I'm gonna be in this area vicinity. She was going to a wedding or something like that, and I just reached out to her, which I never do, because meeting strangers kind of weird. But I went out and I saw her, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So here, let me post this link to my vlog where you can see me meet Untamed Mando for the first time. And oh my gosh, it's Yellow Flash. It's Yellow Flash. 1999. We don't have a 20. You know what? That just deserves that. Thank you, Yellow Flash. I'm glad you like it. We made a little mistake with the flag over here, but we're gonna recover from it. We're gonna bounce back. But thank you for being. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do some fan art, and it's such a fascinating costume concept. I'm not very good with the helmet, so we're probably gonna clean that up a little bit. But overall, I like it. Trying to do it's kind of rough too because I don't have a lot of pictures to work off of it since it's a brand new character, and so I made my own pose. But the problem with making your own pose is that your reference will then be off because I don't have a proper reference of him standing this way. So I've kind of had to configure and figure out where everything needs to go. So all the pictures that are currently available, I've kind of had to merge them together to figure that out. I'm so glad you like it. Thank you for stopping by. I wonder who told you. It's Nomi. Mando yelled at me in person a lot. She does that. Loud noises. Loud noises. Yeah, that's right. Yellow Flash is now part of the top 20 people in the chat. If you've got the top access to the emojis, you should put the top 20 in there because he's now part of the top 20 people. Your hair is on point today. Thank you. I washed it last night. Nomi says hello. Hello. You're welcome for the link. Check it out. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. I did all of the easy parts, which it still needs cleanup. So if you guys don't know my process, I color everything in marker and then I clean it up with and enhance it with coloring pencils. There you go. Thanks, Biggles, throwing out the top 20 out there. We now come to my kryptonite. With that being said, we move on to the fabric. Oh, now I think it's fantastic that this character comes with this scarf, this like torn up, like what aviator scarf. He looks fantastic. I don't, as an artist though, as someone who is attempting to draw the character, I don't like it. I hate it because I'm not good at fabric. Oh my gosh. And now we must swatch to find the somewhat of a color match because it's kind of like a sand skin color thing. So if you wish to see here all of my markers that we must figure out how we will do. Uh-oh, I've messed up. Here we go. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Nandrew, Caffeinated Wolf, how are you? Hello, welcome in. We are doing the Mighty Golden Patriot. We're attempting to itty bitty form, what is it? Intergalactic power, itty bitty tiny living space, because he's a chibi. Let me pull the camera back. It looks better when it's a little bit further back, in my humblest opinions. Well, here we go. But there he is. Oh, yeah. How are you? I'm disappointed that I won't be seeing you in the crew anytime soon. He keeps me safe from Carolyn. Oh my gosh. I forgot his shoulder. Here we go. You guys distracted me. We can't have a shoulderless superhero. We won't allow it. It's not allowed. We need him in his full peak. So, guys, if you want to know more information about who this character is, copy and paste. Here we go. You can read more about this character. I don't obviously know the ins and outs as I have not read the book yet. And even though I said earlier that I'm not much of a comic book, I feel like I put something here. What is this? Probably smudged some marker on my face. It happens. Even though I'm not a huge comic book person, because I love the artwork and I will be reading the story because the story does fascinate me. But if you like graphic novels, comic books, and things like that, be sure to check out the Rippaverse and the Ripasend. But okay, blend. I want to get the shirt actually that says, isn't it pay your artist? I remember Tabitha, with great power comes great responsibility. That's right. That's right. I really want to get the shirt that says pay your artist. I mean, not that people have been bad to me. When I first started my art journey, of course, because I didn't know what the freak I was doing. I had a couple of bad interactions where I didn't get paid properly or at all for my work. We don't do that anymore. Now you've got, how does that in Big Bang Therapy? I'm going to reword it a little bit. You want some artwork from me? Then Leonard gots to be paid. Here we go. Buying that shirt pays my artist. Okay. I am your customer, sir. Yes, I am a customer. I'm going to get that shirt. Hang on. Let me find. Where's it at? Hey, oh, it's so good. Oh, if only it was a crop top. But that's okay. All right. Get that. I have added it to the cart. Here it is. Oh my god. Let me see. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Where is it? Here it is. I think I'm sharing it to the screen here. Pay your artist. I'm getting one. I don't know if I look good in yellow, but that's okay. Okay. Smoo, how are you? I shouted you out, man. Because we have had nary a glitch with our camera today, Smoo. Because of you, good fellow. Because of you, kind sir. My fellow half-German. We talked about Germans too, Smoo. And how people think our people are weird. It's not that they're weird. We're just built from tougher stuff. All right. So I'm going to be swatching. Let me see what color. It's kind of a yellowish color. Let's see. Maybe we go for gem tones. Yes. 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 Let your hate flow through you. Oh my word. Did we just find the mother load? So far, they're all winners. It seems to run a little smoother too. Yes. I have also noticed this. Tabitha's very happy with your service, sir. Okay. We found our family. We found our Ohana. Which, by the way, I'll be having a video coming out with the lore for Lilo and Stitch, maybe next week or so. Guys, if you don't know how the story of Lilo and Stitch came to be about, you're going to want to watch this video. So fun. Not only that, I'm going to be having some really cool artwork that's not on paper. I will be sculpting an actual Stitch. Experiment, what is it? 269 or whatever he is. But yeah, you don't know the history of Lilo and Stitch. It's so great. It's so encouraging as well. All right. I swatched these, but I didn't do them quite in order. They are a little bit of a variety of color. You see that they've got some gray in there, kind of washed out. 626. Thank you. Sculpting? Yes. I am so much more than pen and paper, Smoo. It's hard work. Thank God I've watched a lot of Face Off. All right, I'm going to swatch this again. And try to what I do is that I swatch my colors. Oh, you can't see, it doesn't matter. I swatch my colors and then I try to put them in order. So that's what I'm doing over here to the side. I'm laying them out as I see them. So this is like a more vibrant, and this is the pale. Deep breath, everybody. I hated how Palpatine was talking to Anakin in his office. To me, it sounded so perverted. I don't know about that. Look, we could talk about Revenge of the Sith all day, and I could tell you my thoughts and feelings about lots of things. But overall, at the end of the day, the Skywalker saga, the story of Darth Vader, is an absolutely perfect one. The delivery in certain aspects is not great. But that is a conversation maybe saved for another day. All right. Man. All right. Let's start in the shadows. I don't think I can mess those up. So here we go. We're going to start in the shadows. Kind of getting the sand color. So we're just going to layer by layer this. It's really fun because as a Star Wars nerd, using these markers is really cool because depending on how you can't really hear it, but depending on how I use the markers, it sounds like the lasers from the X-Wings. Nerd, I know. All right. Oh, I can't see my lines anymore. Oh, no. We might need to outline. Oh, shoot. I think I made my lines too pale. Okay. Okay, so we know there would be a shadow here because there's a little bit of a crevasse. Hey, Nomi has once again, like many others, made it.
Today is Friday. Today is Friday. And
Yes, how much for a Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen Chibi? It's in the link tree. It's in my link tree. My prices, my costs, my wherewithal, how I deliver. It's all in the artistry link down below. Artistry link. I mean, it should be. Is it not? Uh-oh. Let me check this out. It should be. Let's have a look. No, it's there. Okay. It says Chibi Commissions and it has the artistry link right there. You had me scared there for a second. You had me nervous. You had me a little nervous. But thank you. She has made it Friday, everybody. She's now part of the top 5 people in the chat. Revenge of the Sith video game that released 20 years ago has an alternative, why is it so hard? Ending where Anakin defeats Kenobi and beats Palpatine too. And then him and Padme live happily ever after. Sort of, because he's still turned to the dark side. So I don't know how that would work because she would still probably not. I would let that man ruin. What happened to Glenn? I love the video you shared of the Indiana Bible College Choir. They are totally awesome. Oh, on my Insta. Satoru. Speak English. I'm just so let me try to read that again. How much for a Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen Chibi? Did I get that right? Am I on the right page? Good morning, Risk It but a Biscuit. Good morning, dreamers. Chibi is looking good. Thank you. I bet meeting him was cool. Oh, the voice actor. Close enough. Oh, well, I tried. All right, I think we're just gonna have to wing the folds in here. Tabs is on the struggle bus. We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna pretend like we know what we're doing. So we'll just take this base color here and we are simply darkening certain areas little by little, just like we did with the abs that took over like what 40 minutes to do. Him and his wife are really good people. Nailed it 90%. Okay, okay. See, Biggles, you made me feel like I only did like 16%. How dare you? Oh, okay, we should just leave it like that. That already looks so beautiful. I'm gonna mess everything else up. It's gonna get ruined. Okay. A lot of times what I will do, I did that with the chibi that I'm still working on of my mother, but a lot of times what I'll do is hang on, let me get my thoughts together here. A lot of times what I do when I'm about to proceed with a portion of my artwork, specifically drawing my chibis, where I'm uncertain of what the next steps are going to be, and I kind of just go on skill and intuition, is that I will take a picture of it to make sure that if I don't like how it turns out, I can then do a digital rendering of it and clean it up and make it better so that if it doesn't turn out perfect in the tangible medium of paper and pen, then I can always redo it digitally, because to redo it by hand is a lot of work. So I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I did take a picture of this before it had color on it. So I think I just got to be bold. Be bold, but not too bold, as my friend Maria would quote. Glenn would be the man to treat me like a princess, and Gojo would be the animated man to rescue me from Glenn. I want to see them fight for me. This sounds like a fever dream. Check out the game The Midnight Walk. Comes out Thursday. Very cool on artistry. The Midnight Walk. I'll have to check that out. Do you think it'll come out on Steam? Glenn wouldn't stand a chance against Gojo, whatever. Steven. Yeah. Glenn wouldn't stand a chance against Steven. I don't know. Glenn would ride a tornado and create a wind. This is a weird conversation. Oh, I'll let you guys fight that out. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Here we go. I kind of sort of have a reference for Sir Patriot over here. Rogers. His last name is Rogers. What was his first name? Jack, I think it was. I believe that's his character's name, Jack Rogers. So I'll kind of sort of follow that best as I can, even though I'm kind of I gotta go my own way. Who sings that? Is it Hannah Montana? It's probably every artist in the world, every singer has at one point said something like this. I gotta go my own way. But I believe that Hannah Montana did a song like that. Disney, where's my Hannah Montana merch? Like, I don't understand. You brought out Lizzie McGuire. Hannah Montana made you guys a fortune. Okay. Brought out these Lizzie McGuire shoes. Where's the Hannah Montana merch? I'm just saying. By the way, did you guys know? Probably not, because, but the guy who played Jackson, her brother, was actually like 32 or something like that, I think, when he played in Hannah Montana. He has some kind of a condition that causes him to not age properly. Therefore, he looked so much younger so he could play as a passable teenager. This is true, Smoo. That's a different tune, though. That's You Can Go Your Own Way. This was the other, I gotta go my own way. It was like this very 90s kind of vibe, but love the Fleetwood Mac. It's on Steam. Okay. I got to look for it. Wait, what is it called? The Midnight Walk. I need to freaking keep paper on my desk for notes like this. Hang on. The Midnight Walk. Okay. There we go. I used to, but then my desk got so cluttered up by all this technology that I didn't want to have, Also, I mean, Snorlax takes up a lot of space on my desk too. So, no. Not a huge Miley fan. Neither am I. I didn't watch Hannah Montana for Hannah. Okay? Like, nobody watches Hannah Montana or Harry Potter for Harry. Come on. Please. We do it for the side characters. He was 27 when Hannah Montana came out. Okay, so yeah, I forget how many seasons it went. Yeah, Jason Earls. I just did some research on him the other day. So, okay, he was close to 30 when he played. Yeah, it's the same thing with like High School Musical. I think there was one person that was actually a teenager when they filmed. All the other actors were not teenagers. They were all in their 20s. I love the video. Oh, you already had that. Okay. Yeah. It's the same thing with what was that? Cobra Kai, which by the way, I got to say this here and now because it's my channel and I can say what I want to. Cobra Kai is Full House for boys. Had to be said. The amount of corniness and cheesiness in this show. No, I'm not saying it's a bad show. I just laugh because like all these macho dudes that watch this stuff and they're like, yeah, it's the perfect show. It's so good. And oh man, that ending. And I'm just like, you guys understand that this is just literally Full House for boys because it's all of these lessons where you learn stuff and suddenly we're open and vulnerable with our feelings, which I'm not against. But at the same time, especially this last season, so cheesy, so corny. And I guess it's because a lot of the guys that are in the show are very macho and they're whatever, but I'm like, this is so ridiculous. Half of this stuff, number one, would never happen. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. The whole world is fighting over exactly, Smooth. There's no law enforcement. Okay, you know what would happen if my kids were constantly being harassed and there was constant breakouts of gangs and stuff. To be fair, it's supposed to be taking place in California. There is no law, but it's like, where are the police in this whole situation? No, we got to take care of this ourselves. You know what will fix this problem? A karate tournament, a worldwide karate tournament. And that's what's going to solve the problem. This right here is where we take our stand, a karate tournament. It's Full House for boys. Yeah, Full House with martial arts and no law enforcement. That is exactly what Cobra Kai is. Now, don't get me wrong. I have binge watched that show and I enjoyed it. But this last season is the most ridiculous TV show. It's just funny. So a part of me, Cobra Kai is basically Mortal Kombat for kids. Yeah. They go to school with no teachers. They live in a world with no cops and they fight for the town. That's right. Biggles, you nailed it. Now, again, spoiler. Okay. Spoiler. About Johnny. Okay. Spoiler about Johnny and his mistress. Okay. They're having a baby, right? Johnny. Okay, if you haven't seen the last season, which by the way, I haven't finished it. I think I'm like 1 or 2 episodes from finishing it or something. So it's whatever. But I'm about to do a spoiler. So if you've never seen it and you're interested in it, which by the way, it is a fun show to watch. Just I don't recommend really binge watching it because suddenly you're hit with the strong reality of how cheesy the plot is. But it's a good show to watch for fun, for sure. Hey, Julek, good morning. You never seen it, Steven? Okay. Well, brace yourself. So anyway, Johnny and his mistress, who ends up, they're starting a family. He's going to marry her eventually one day. God only knows. And Johnny and his crew are over in Europe contending for like the world tournament. Okay. So important to the future of all these children for some reason. They're all getting ready to start college, but karate tournament is what's going to set the stage for their future. That's neither here nor there. He gets a phone call. Johnny gets a phone call that his girlfriend is having complications with her pregnancy. Okay. Serious issues. So, of course, like any true good man, he abandons the tournament, him and his future stepson, and fly back home to make sure that mom is good, baby is healthy. When they get there, she's totally fine. It's okay. It was just problem X. But everything's good now. Baby is healthy. Mom is good. Yes. Okay. So then Johnny's like, well, I got to stay here and make sure you're safe. And she's like, what about the tournament? No, go back to the tournament. You and Sholo, or whatever his real name is in the show. I forget what his name is. His real name is Sholo, isn't it? But it's like, go back. This is important. Go back to the tournament. I'll be fine. By the way, in parentheses, she's also like 8 or 9 months pregnant. Like she's in the window of time frame, right? Like she's in the window of time frame. Okay. And she's having some minor complications. No. Please. You just got here from like a 9 to 10 hour flight. We don't have any money, by the way, because we live in terrible housing conditions. Please, Johnny, buy 2 more tickets to Spain after I just had a serious health problem and go back to the tournament and finish it, even though, as far as I know, no money comes out of this and it's not actually going to benefit our family in any uncertain way. Please go back. And Johnny's like, are you sure? I think I should stay here. No. Please go back to the tournament. It's important. What? They tie it up at the I'm sure they do. Okay, again, this is a great, fun show. But it was moments like this that happen regularly throughout the series where I finally realized that this is Full House for boys. Okay. Because, Full House was like funny and it was entertaining and stuff like that. But then they would always, at like the end or in the middle of the show, because it was a family thing, it was also for kids, like they would have these moments where the music cued and suddenly there was a life lesson that needed to be learned in this moment. Great. I just did not expect that from a more mature, teen-related TV show. Okay. Sholo, you mean Blue Beetle? Yeah, well, but Sholo is his real name. Well, like it's his stage name. They have money trees. Awesome. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Johnny is dirt poor. He's not even married. So his mistress is pregnant. He's got 1 kid over in Spain that he just left there, which, to be fair, he left them with his crew, but nevertheless. And then he takes his future stepson there. It's like, if that were me, I'd be like, no, I need you here with me. I'm scared. I am a 40-year-old woman in the show. She's like about 40 years old. She's like, I'm a 40-year-old woman who is about to give birth and I am scared. Please stay with me. I am just, thank you, Rogi. Again, this show is a delightful entertainment. It's but it's also absolutely ridiculous. When all of a sudden, like the 2nd or 3rd season comes around and they're constantly bringing out these evil people, and some people even come from China, for crying out loud. And they're like, we need to prove that Cobra Kai is the best. And they have like old people from ancient civilizations that are training the children and everything. And it's like, guys, it's not that serious. Like maybe you should just try maybe try boxing. Maybe try going somewhere else. Maybe do something. Maybe try soccer. Soccer? Maybe try soccer, you know? But it's like their whole life revolves around karate. And the cops are nowhere to be found. DL, thank you for hanging out with me. I know we have like totally gone off the rails here. His name was Showboat, wasn't it? Is it like Saved by the Bell but with karate? I've never seen Saved by the Bell, but it sounds like an 80s cartoon. Yes. Yes. Every woman I've ever known would have been imagining every scenario that could go wrong. And what if he wasn't there when he refuses to let him go? You mean like the pregnant lady? Wait. Every woman I've ever known would have been imagining every scenario that could go wrong. And what if he wasn't there and then refused? Yeah, exactly. Because it's a scary point in life, right? This is a scary thing in life, you know, for her. But she's like, that's good. I'm good. A doctor says I'm fine. Come on. Thanks, Big. Yeah, I know. We're just talking about Cobra Kai. All right, let's see what this one will do. I'm scared. I just got to go for it. High School Musical, Vanessa Hudgens. I gotta go my own way. That's the song that I was thinking of. It just popped in there. Like the Stay Puft Marshmallow one. Thank God, because I hate when that happens. Okay, it's not bad. It still needs some refinement. It's not bold enough, but it looks good. All right, I think we can go with this color. Who is texting me? Oh, Nomi, are you still there? Do you still want to do this? I don't think that works with StreamYard. If you're still there, Nomi, I don't think that works with StreamYard. I would totally love it if you wanted to join in, but I don't. StreamYard doesn't pick up sound like that. I mean, you could be faceless on StreamYard if you wanted to. If you want me to send you the link. All right, let's go for it. We're just going for it, guys. Not really knowing what we're doing. I know people are like, fabric's so easy. It's not really a shape. You just go with the wind. It's like it's not easy. All right. All right. We're just going for it, guys. And we'll clean it up. Like I said, coloring pencils will kind of clean a multitude of sins here. Oh, but it looks good. Send you the link. Pull the lever, Crunk. Guys, are you ready for crazy nonsense? Know me, I'm sending it through Twitter because that's like the easiest way to do that. Excuse me, through X. I have to find you because we don't ever talk through Twitter. Man, know me. The only. She came in like a wrecking ball. Go for it. Yes. This looks good though. I'm happy. Like I almost don't want to do anything else to it. It's a little unrefined, but like on camera, some of the lines are a little bit blurry. But like it looks, I did it. It's still a little too soft, but I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to, but we must. We must make it bold. All right, let's have a look. We're going slow. Simple, tentative, well. Here we go. I'm splitting my time with you and Danny. Right now, she's playing with a lightsaber somebody sent her. Oh my word. What is she up to? She literally is, I come in just playing with my lightsaber. Oh, it's so cool looking. Good for her. Guys, if you like, always check out Annie at Comics and Everything. She knows like everything. And if you enjoy hot takes, Danny's your gal. All right. Here we go. Let's be bold. We're making some bold decisions here. I appreciate everybody hanging out. My goodness. What in the world? As I attempt the impossible. Oh my gosh, am I figuring this out? I don't want to get too like, but am I figuring this out? Oh! I had thought about doing like a stream or something where I basically attempt to do drawings of everything that I'm bad at in order to get better at them. Like hands, feet. Oh. All right, hang on. I have to figure out how to there we go. People can see what I'm drawing, but they can see you. It's all good. Let me zoom in.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Hello,
are you?
everyone.
Good morning.
Good. I'm good. I got a couple of hours before I have to like
Do
go
things.
go do professional things. So I'm like, I could kill time.
Yay! Nomi's killing time with me since we're not haven't gamed for a while. We're just streaming here in the AM. What are you gonna do? Makeup on stream or something?
I thought of that. I was just like, well, I can just put my makeup while I'm listening. It's like, wait, let me let her know like I'm free.
She's like, I have
and since
this
you're
idea.
doing art, yeah, I'm like, since you're doing art, I can try to mimic art on my face while I'm,
dry. Hang on 1 second, everybody.
Oh, you can't have dried lips. No, absolutely not. Unacceptable.
I
That's
bought,
like the worst feeling ever, too.
We bought like this pigmented lip oil, and it's very, very nice. Very shiny. But how are you? We haven't played together properly I mean, we played Fortnite, but I miss our regular gaming so much so I'm playing with Joe tonight.
Okay, you guys didn't tell me anything.
She messaged me.
Wow. Okay, well, that goes out the door of the best friend circle.
We're starting new couples therapy. She wanted to play Split Fiction, and since you already have people in your life that you're playing that with, she was like, hey, want to give it a try? And I'm like, of course I do.
So you're cheating on me. See, this is why we need to have couples therapy.
Yeah, well, we need to go back to the cold winter storm because Sevi and Joe are still trapped in the mountain.
I don't like the cold.
Top 10 anime betrayals. Awesome.
For real though, Smoo. Okay, yeah, no, but life's been a little wild. I went to go see Joe, our dear friend Joe, and then
Joe Mama
stabs me in the back. Went to go hang out with her, and lo and behold, a Raider hung out with us as well.
Oh, Raider,
nice dude. He was great to chat with.
Have you never met him in person before?
I remember vaguely meeting him at MegaCon last year, but anything else, one, I fell down, so I was mainly focusing on like my body. It hurts.
Your healing journey,
my healing journey, because that's always a in process thing.
Sure.
But yeah, actually meeting him, I was like, oh my gosh, like Vader's good, and yeah, just a crazy story. Like he ordered all this meat at the place that we had to go have dinner, and then he's like, I'm buying. I was like, okay, but I need to know like how much do we need to order? And he's like, get whatever. I'm like, you're asking the wrong question, or you're telling me the wrong thing. What is whatever? Like I need to know like how many ounces of green
Yeah.
beans and stuff like that. And he's like, just get it. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I think I would hate that I have to do math and measuring before I order my food.
Oh yeah, that was a real thing over there in at the place that we had dinner. And I was pulling out my wallet because I was gonna buy something on my own. He's like, put your wallet. He yelled at me in broad daylight. He's like, put your wallet away. I was like, oh, I mean, I kind of want a beef rib. He's like, no, I'll get it. Just put your wallet away. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm like, well, how much brisket do we need to order? He's like, I want meat. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, I'm like, how much would Joe eat? How much would this other friend eat? And how much would I eat? And then he's like, get 5 pounds. Like 5 pounds is a
5
lot of brisket. He's like, it's okay. Like, it'll be fine. So
It'll
he
be
paid
fine.
for it all. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Raider's such a nice, generous dude. Like, not only just online, but in real life. But yeah.
Brisket's like, yep, sounds like Raider.
Sounds like Raider. Well, you would know risk it for a biscuit because brisket, and then he risked it and he dropped the money for it. But yeah, it was good hanging out with everybody. But since then, about like my life and everything, I was supposed to come a day. Well, I was scheduled to come the day that I wanted to leave. And then I was asked, like, hey, could you help us with something here in Austin? We would really benefit you. I was like, okay, I could do that. So I stayed a day extra to help out whatever I needed to do with them. So yes, that was it. And then when I got back, did my own work things here in a small time frame. And then I had a wedding that I had to be in on Friday. So dinner rehearsal was on a Thursday. I was like, who has a wedding on a Friday? So it was just been wild. And then Saturday was crazy. I had another party I had to do. And then Sunday was kind of like trying to recover, but we didn't recover. So
the lifestyle of the rich and famous.
I'm not rich, not famous.
She's like, just famous. Oh my gosh. Nomi replaced Tabitha with a Rudai, and Tabitha replaced Nomi with Joe. Tabitha wins. I mean,
it's nothing but whining and crying with playing with Rudai. I was like, shut up. He's like, oh my God, we turned into pigs. I was like, you turned us into pigs. This is I'm not going to ruin everything because this is,
I've
spoilers.
watched your stream. I've watched your streams and I have laughed. That's why, like, I watched you when I went up to North Carolina a couple of weeks ago. I was watching your stream. I think I was somewhere in South Carolina, that last bit of stretch there. And I was watching it and I was laughing so hard.
It's a fun game. It really is. So, man, I would love to. Since you're doing Split Fiction, there's another game those developers came out with. It's called It Takes Two.
Yes.
I would like to play that. Maybe that you and I can play that one.
That was on my wish list. I also saw something like It's Made of Glass or something like that. And I thought of you, of course, naturally. And I saw it went on sale. It's basically another team building game where you're two people trying to deliver a window pane of glass.
Okay.
Like a giant piece of glass, but of course you have to go through obstacles and you have to jump over and try not to break the glass.
So real life things then I have to do.
They're with these cute little like characters and stuff like that. But no, we got to finish. We were here together. We got to rescue our friends,
We got to rescue Sevy and Joe.
It was getting really intense. And so, no. And then, of course, I really want to get to we were here together on the friendship or something like that. I think that's the latest one that they created. And it's like
on the
creepier on the friendship. Yeah. Like we gotta own this franchise.
I have a good idea. Are you free Saturday? Evening-ish?
I think so.
Play the back rooms with me and Moss and Sevy.
It's a scary game, isn't it?
You're gonna have fun. It's not that bad.
We need to do Murky Divers.
Oh, that's true. Didn't Lee say anything?
He said yes, but we have to find a day when he's free. So I will message him. And then we're like, I just have to remember who all got it because I know I talked to Sevy. I know I talked to you and Joe. I talked to Lee.
Mando?
And then Mando.
Yeah.
I wonder if Moss would play with
Moss would totally play. And then
it's up to 8 people.
So I've been on I'm gonna annoy Moss kick.
Oh my.
So last night on Moon Skull, when he was doing the introduction, Sevy messages me. She's like, Nomi, for our intros, let's just start meowing. I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds great. So I was the first one that he introduced on the show, and I'm like, meow 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 meow, and he's like, oh yeah, very interesting. So he could tell like he was already annoyed,
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
we didn't communicate
Because he
with
takes that
Frost.
stuff serious. He is like a tabletop purist.
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, the thing is, Frost and JT picked up on it, and we didn't tell them anything. And then Frost and JT were like, "Yeah, meow 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 meow
Nice.
meow meow." Meow. And then Sevy, and then he's like, "Oh my gosh, I will end the stream right now."
That's amazing.
So, it's been fun teasing Moss. He's fun to play with.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I have had Moss on the channel. Well, behind the scenes, I think it's next month. It's either June or July. Moss will be on the channel. We did an art challenge collaboration. He's like a dungeon master. He's a map maker, and so the challenge was that he had to make a map, and I had to make a character that fit within that map. But we didn't have necessarily a lot to go. Like, we didn't collaborate. So the idea is that we got an idea generated for us, and then without communicating with each other, we created our separate art pieces. And then when they were finished, we only had 7 business days to get it finished. And then we came back together and we showed off what we did to see if they actually fit into the world. So you're going to want to see if if we were in sync or if it was a total nightmare. A nightmare.
I will. I want to see it because I love Masa. He's very professional in any setting, and then just to annoy him, I'm like, yes, like I want to see this happen. So Risk It. I see your question, Army. Are you going to be at the Dallas Fan Expo? Raider and I will be hanging there. There is a strong possibility, even though I know there may not be a meetup with G&G and Nerderotic, but with the job that I have, I'm actually going to be spending a lot of time in Texas. So it's a big maybe. I can't say yes, but it's a big maybe.
Oh, I wish I was be able to say a big maybe.
Do you want to just come and hang out with me? And then we could just make that big maybe a maybe.
I would love to, but got stuff.
Like what? Drawing chibis?
Hi, don't be hating on my profession. Hey, this pays for coffee and stuff.
I gave you a super chat. I bought you some coffee.
I know, but I have other people who commission. I get bigger cups of coffee with my commissions.
You hear that, everybody? Pay Tabitha to make some chibi so she can get some coffee, guys.
There you go. I did Nomi's chibi on her Kick channel and her YouTube channel.
Yeah,
they were so fun.
Did
I show you the video? I know my watchers are going to be like, not this again, but did I show you the video of the chibis that I made for when Joe stole the pirate ship?
I saw the concept, but I don't think I saw like the full.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, I don't think I have yet.
All right, guys, buckle up because we're doing it again. We got to show Nomi the video. I think she's gonna have fun reliving old time.
What in the world? What?
Our ship disappeared. Joe!
Joe! Joe, bring back the ship! What are you doing?
It's too much.
I thought you guys were on board, and I had.
Did you see our names? This is the worst group of pirates.
Did you hear us calling any commands?
Nope.
You
I
didn't
was
see
like,
us
I
on
am
board.
going to commandeer. I decided to commandeer the boat.
Man, first we lost them, now like Joe's abandoning us. Tabitha, where did we find this group?
Materials or something.
Joe, are you still on this ship?
Yes, I am. I am straightening out. Oh, you're here!
Yeah, we're
Get
here.
here. How'd you guys get here?
I found
The
a
mermaid brought us here.
Oh,
And they're someone shooting at us.
Really?
I hear shots. I'm crazy.
No, I definitely heard something.
It gives me the option to rejoin the previous session.
Oh, right over there. Is that not a ship over there? Oh, it's like a congregation ship.
Oh, I am overboard.
Wait, what? Why?
Oh, the ship's on fire! The ship's on fire!
Why?
The ship is on fire because nobody sails without the entire crew. So Joe, have
And
fun.
There's massive holes in the boat, guys.
Oh no.
You steal the ship, you
Okay.
suffer the consequences. Right.
I love that.
Steal the ship, you suffer the consequences. So here's the art to have a better idea of what it looks like. I love
love
my
it.
pig. And there's Nomi just kind of drowning in the background.
I'm like, oh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I lied. I actually have seen the video. I just wanted you to play it and know your
Oh.
viewers.
What does Jesus say about lying? You could have just said it's been a while now. Just go ahead.
You
and
know
play
what?
it.
I wouldn't say I lied. It's just like I have seen. I just withheld the truth.
No, you said I haven't seen it.
That's true. Okay, you got me. All right. Hold on.
Vindicta. Yeah, I want to do some fan art for that too. Says Rizkit. Canalus, where you at? Says, I wish I could go, but that would be a 2-day trip each way. Can't take that much time off of work. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, Nomi, you looked hot there.
Thanks.
Tabitha seems to draw a lot of moments where Nomi is screaming and flailing. Yes.
Yes, a lot.
I wanted to do one for Fortnite. I had it like sketched out where oh my goodness, we got several new followers to the channel. Hopefully you're not
Woo!
weird people like I had earlier with somebody who had Poot in his name was telling me that Israel was just full of nonsensical evil people. And it's like, well, I can't take you seriously if you've got Poot in your name.
Yeah. So
But-
whatever political stance you just said, can't take it serious because you got poop.
Because so I sketched out it was going to be like this real cool poster looking thing of us playing Fortnite, and this was back when the chainsaws were around. I should still finish it because I think the concept was still funny, and they're probably going to bring it around again, but like Nomi was in the middle and she's got like she's like up in the air with the chainsaw with a screaming face, and then I forgot what I had with Joe. Mine was that I loved the Black Panther gloves. So I was like on the ground, all cool looking. And Joe, I forgot what her favorite weapon at that time was, but it was pretty cool. Riskit said, I spent a month and a half away from that game. Finally got to sail last weekend. Such a great game. Yeah, we haven't played for a while. We haven't played a lot of games for a while. I think we've all just been reassessing life and getting our act together and all that. Exactly. Wakanda forever. All right, guys, we're going to go into...
Sorry,
the
I just
flag.
whispered.
No, it's okay. I all of a sudden I decided to color as soon as I was concentrating, and that just, of course. All right, got to go around the little stars, and hopefully we can color up this little smudge that we made earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Let's see.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
It does happen. I'm just trying to see what would be. That's a little too light. So I'm also just trying to, I wouldn't say recreate, but the girl who did my makeup for this wedding that I was in did such a great job. Oh my gosh. Even to like the next day, I was still getting compliments. I was like, oh my gosh, thanks. It's this girl. I don't know who she is, but she was really great. She did really good job on my makeup.
Yeah.
And I want to like keep having her to do my stuff again.
You're like, can you live with me? And whenever I stream, do my makeup.
Well, like later that day, I was like, man, I wish like I recorded it to see like what she did. I was like, wait, I did.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to see if I can like recreate it myself.
I gotta put my hair back all that. Been busy with spring cleanings and my surgery. Making progress though, says Risk.
Oh yeah. How's your surgery going? I know you had what, shoulder surgery? Riskit? Is that right?
He's getting back on the mend, probably so he can wrestle some gators and go rock climbing again.
Oh, as you know, naturally. That'd be great.
Yeah, every man's aspirations, right?
Mhm.
Rock climbing and gator wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, but I was really serious about that. Of like, Tabitha should totally do a satire. Oh, but let me. You know what? While I'm talking about it,
I should.
I
Totally
actually a Satoru Gojo chibi.
Oh, okay.
So-
I'm not familiar with that name, so I didn't understand.
So I have it in a box, but I need to get it boxed because I got this as a gift.
Ooh,
So-
hang on. Let me see. Oh, okay.
I got it as a gift. So this is Gojo, but let me grab him out so you can see him a little bit better. Yeah. So I think that'd be great because that's one of my favorite animes that I just got into. I was like, yeah, I love this guy, and I would let him, you know, be with his
Right.
little antics and everything with me and get me really annoyed. And then how I told you that story is like Glenn would be the one to like treat me like the princess and Gojo would fight for me. And it's all about knowing these little powers. It's called domains, or like knowing how to harness the negative energy you have. So I was like, oh, Glenn could be the one. Whoopsie. Glenn could create a tornado, and that would be, I don't know, his
negative energy.
yeah. And then his Shikigami could be Brisket, his dog, and Gojo would fight me, or not fight me, would fight Glenn.
He would fight me.
Well, that's his characters to like annoy people, so he would fight you anyway, not physically, but just like mentally.
Oh,
so
okay.
Like I could totally let this happen, and yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, I love this anime.
I think by the way, chat, I think what I'm gonna do is just totally block out these stars here, like just color over them, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna paint them on because this is too difficult if I want to make it smooth. Like this isn't working.
It's
So.
working. It's working.
It's working. All right, here we go. This is so much better. Brisket says I had completely torn labrum that needed to be reattached. 6 to 9 months for full recovery before I can get back to wrestling the Gators. It's gonna happen though.
Okay. What I believe if anyone think can do it, it's Raider, not Raider. Brisket.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
scholar and a gentleman. That guy.
Okay, here it is. This is
We've always
Satoru
had great
Gojo.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so he's like anime Einstein.
He's not Einstein. It's like over.
Like he's got white hair, white crazy hair.
Let me lower my light real quick. The reason why I had it so bright so I can see my makeup. But he's not crazy. He's just really
passionate. He's not crazy. He's just passionate. That's what Einstein's mom said about him too. He's not crazy. He's just passionate.
Passionate. He's normal. He's normal. He's a normal kid. But yeah, no, that's one of my favorite animes, and you should watch it. I wouldn't say you'd fall in love with him. Who would you fall in love with him in this anime?
Is there anybody that's like Alan Rickman in the show?
Probably his BFF, Gato, but we don't talk about that because Gato becomes the villain basically.
I know Lily got on my case for falling in love with Professor Snape. She's like, Tabitha, no.
Wait, who?
Lily.
She got on your case for loving Snape?
Yeah, told her I had a total crush. And she's like, no. I'm like, look, I know. In the books, he's a horrible person. I said, but at the end of the day, Snape was still a hero.
Yes, he was.
That's a Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, hello, Faye. Are you new around here? I don't remember seeing your avatar before.
Choso is your favorite? Oh, okay. So yes, Choso is really good. Now, if it wasn't Gojo, if I were to go for a villain, it'd be Choso. Yes.
I don't know these people. I feel so out of the loop.
You should watch it, Tabitha. And then
I have to see if it's available. What is it streaming on? Probably Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
I don't know if I have the Crunchyroll.
The music's really good too, especially like the intros.
They go hard on the intros. That sometimes they throw me off because it's like this really it's like this rock music that's like really adventurous and everything. And then like even when I was watching Death Note, and then it just kind of calms down and everything's dark. Oh, Netflix has season 1. Okay. Faye says, yes, I'm new. Well, welcome in here. I'm Dreaming Tab Artist here on YouTube. This is my friend Nomi. She games on the internet, and sometimes we game together, but not today because she's busy doing stuff. So I gotta.
Well, I got time to kill. I actually got like an hour left before I have to go do professional business work. Technically, Choso isn't a villain.
Oh,
you know what? I do agree with you on that. He was misled, and that's the best way to describe him.
He went astray.
I wouldn't say astray. he was given the idea that he was fighting for basically the wrong team. And then when he came to the realization, like, you've been the one that's been, making me think this is. I don't want to do a lot of spoilers. That's why I
Yeah, I
freed
was gonna say if I'm gonna watch it, maybe I'll do that today. I'll find some time.
Yeah. So yeah, Faye knows about me. So
Maybe
but welcome.
maybe with some coffee. And what time is it?
Mm.
Oh, okay, 12. So like in 2 hours or so, grab me some coffee and watch
Mm.
some Jujutsu Kaisen.
I will say, some of the stories don't align, but that's how it's created to be.
Okay.
You're gonna be like so confused, like, well, what is this? Like, who's that? What does this
What's
mean?
happening?
Who's yeah. Yeah, exactly. What's happening? That
Well,
was
that's
me.
good. Like if it still keeps you intrigued, like there's a difference between, okay, I don't understand what's happening and I'm losing interest versus I don't understand what's happening, but I want to know more. So hopefully it's like that. Rizkit says, I'm about to get into Farron, or how you pronounce it,
Freeing.
GCA Freeing. Peeps telling me I started it. Okay, so Hayden Wayne, we had a conversation back at MegaCon, and he was like, okay, let me talk to you about it, because I was having a conversation with somebody else. Who was it? I don't remember, about anime, and he popped up and he's like, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. He's like, but I love, and I heard anime and I just kind of self-inserted. No, that's fine. Tell me, talk to me. I said, people have been telling me I need to try anime. There's really good stories. I was like, I have a hard time getting into anime because, like, like I say that this isn't judgmental for myself now as an adult, which I've been an adult for a long time, but you know what I mean. As an adult, I have a hard time going and watching cartoons. And you can fight me and say it's not a cartoon, it's anime. It's an animation. It's a cartoon. That is not a slight to it. It's just a fact. It's a drawn thing. It's not live action. And that's fine. I love cartoons, but I have a hard time going into new shows like this. I'll watch Aristocats, I will watch Tarzan, but I grew up with that, right? So I'm familiar with it. I have a hard time getting back into that kind of show now as an adult. But I said everybody keeps talking about it, and I have heard like so many of the stories are so fascinating. But then I start watching it, and I'm like, everybody's whiny, everything's really exciting. He's like, okay, so I think you should start out with Frian. Which I had already watched Death Note, and I love Death Note. Highly recommend to anybody. I never finished. I started watching Attack on Titan, which was really intriguing, and I really, really enjoyed the Finding Neverland. But and I started recently watching Black Clover, but I didn't get past the second episode because I got life and stuff. But he was like, you should watch this one. And I agree, like so far with Smooth, like it's a slow burn. Okay, the first episode had me very intrigued. I like that the woman was not whining every 3 seconds, because that gets on my nerves really quickly. It's like all the women are whiny, like high-pitched voices and whiny. She was none of these, and I appreciate that. But then it was like, okay, nothing interesting is happening for like the next 5 episodes, and that's when I stopped, because now it's like I don't know what's happening and I'm bored. So do I need to keep watching it? Like, for those who have seen it, is it something that I just need to keep on watching and it's going to build up? Is it kind of like Seinfeld, the first season, where it was kind of boring and dry, but then after that it hits the ground running?
Kind of.
Season 1 is all in order. Season 2 starts with a prequel. Is that for Freean, or is that for the Jujutsu Kaisen? Have you seen Windbreaker or I haven't. I know that they're supposed to be really popular as well.
That, yeah.
It's a slow burn, but it makes sense eventually. Okay. It's a German word for shiver. Yeah, it was kind of like I saw that word and I'm like, this is really strange. From what I've collected about demon slaying, no sign me up. I did start watching the Demon Slayer, and I was very intrigued by that too, but I just never finished it. Agreed. Anime equals cartoon, and that I think when people hear someone say that, they think that you're slighting it or belittling it, or like cartoons are known for kids, right? But obviously a lot of anime is not for kids, but it's still a cartoon. Like it's not a slight. It's just the fact that it's not real people. It's not digital. It's like drawn, it's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Anime used to be called Japanimation a few years ago. That's pretty cool, but a lot difficult to say. Hey, Mo, I heard
No!
that somebody hated the prequels, and I'm gonna ban
What?
him.
Is this true?
I know. The rumor has it that it was said.
No.
It was said.
No.
I know. It literally jumps, like, comes into the chat, and we just like, Mo said fake news. Okay, all right, that's what I heard. But then I was like, okay, I have to ask you myself. Yeah, you have to stick with it because you're viewing the world from the perspective of Frian, who's an elf. Yeah, I mean, I get that. Like, everybody's dead because she just never gets old. But like, it just kind of got real slow. So cool. The cast of Back to the Future will be in Dallas, 40th anniversary of the movie. Oh, that's cool.
Cool.
40 years. Oh my gosh. You know, to think that we're living in the time frame or past the time frame when that movie was, you know, said what the future was going to be. I'm still waiting for my hoverboard, an actual hoverboard. I don't care what the kids have these days. It's not a hoverboard. If you're not hovering, it's not
You
a
ain't
hoverboard.
boarding.
Yeah. Okay. They just basically have a sideways skateboard. Okay. That's all that is. It's a sideways skateboard. Okay. My flag is turning out okay. I like it. I think I might stick with the muted colors. Maybe, possibly a little bit. I'm not sure. Even Michael J. Fox is supposed to be there. Wow. Well, hopefully that works out. You know, with somebody in his physical condition, I'm sure they kind of have to monitor, and there might be last minute cancellations. Poor guy. Potentially, but hopefully not.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let me see. I'm gonna go dark. Let's see what happens if I just a little bit of darkness. That's all it takes. Just a little bit. A little
Everything's-
leavens the whole lump. What?
I'm just talking to myself about like which color I should do in my eyeshadow, like the glitter eyeshadow. It's all overexposed.
Pretty colors, though. Very nice summer colors. Well, some fall colors in there too. I have a palette that has some of those yellows and oranges, and it looks really good on me.
Real good.
Real good.
Let's go with, because I'm wearing red. I'm gonna balance it out with some gold, like orange gold or something.
Nice. Demolition Man said Taco Bell would own everything. You know, who's to say that they don't? If we did a little research, who's to say they don't actually pull all the strings? I doubt he'll have a solo meet and greet. Most likely they're for group photos. Yeah, there's probably only so much he can physically withstand, because he has to be like, I think he has to kind of be buckled into his chair when he's signing autographs. So he doesn't fall over. So that's really physically demanding. If you go back and watch the old cartoons, there's few that are for children. What are you talking about? What cartoons? Powerpuff Girls?
My Little Pony?
Mr. T is also going to be. Oh, that's cool. Mr. T is going to be there. I pity. Man, that poor guy. How many times in one day are these people going to walk up to be like, I pity the fool? And to be like, yeah, I pity the I pity the fool. Man, if I were going to go and I was going to meet Mr. T, I would take my Renaissance painting of Mr. T that I did at Sir Walter Raleigh, and I would take that and get my picture taken with him. That'd be so cool. I get my shirt made. That I had one, and then it kind of wore out. All right, you still kind of see the smudge on the flag, but it's not terrible. I do like these colors. I think they kind of have a wee bit of a vintage vibe. I don't want to do too bright. Now comes the red, because I don't want the flag to take away from the character. So I think I'm good with the flag. I think I'm good with the flag here. Let's put these away. Hoopy noopy nappy yay. My honey. And Smooth a DJ for 20 euros. Says nothing, but that's okay, because around here that earns a dinosaur. Again, because it's 20.
I love that.
It's like the most random. Taco Bell changed their logo and color scheme because they loved the futuristic one in Demolition Man so much. That's cool. I could see that. I couldn't think of anything witty, but take my money. Thank you. Yay, Daymate. I know. Mo loves the dinosaur.
Aw,
on
Mo.
there. Dinosaur. Yeah, twice because I don't have a 21. I have to look for a 21, although it's kind of fun to see the dinosaur back to back. Okay.
Well, you can make a T-Rex one. That's a
I have
Stegosaurus.
to make what I have. Like I don't have access to everything. I just happened to find that on CapCut and I used it. All right, now I gotta find the proper reds. We gotta swatchity do. I think this is gonna be too bold of a red, but we'll keep it out just in case. That was for Mo. See, that was nice. That was nice. All right. These are very, very bright reds. I need the muted reds. I need the muted reds. All right. Oh, that's not muted at all. At all. This one's kind of like a tomato red. I like it. We'll put this one back. It's amazing how many flavors of the colors of the sun that there are when it comes to, well, any color. I mean, ridiculous nonsense.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, that is
Go
pink.
ahead.
Okay. No, thank you.
All right, cool.
What is this? Light orange. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Oh, yes, it is.
It's very light.
That was red. Yeah, or orange. That was very red. They no lies detected. Fruit pink. How fruity.
How
Mm.
Brett Yamins is in the chat. Hello, how are you
Hey,
too?
Brett, how are you? Good to see you. We're doing well. I'm swatching right now. So you caught me in the middle of a swatch. I'm working on the mighty golden Patriot. Naomi decided to join me because she had time. And I've been working on this for a while. We did the abs. I did this thing here. So those who don't know what the mighty golden Patriot be, it's one of the newest creations from the Ripasend place, Yellow Flash's book. Now, I'm not necessarily like, oh, I love Yellow Flash. I don't really know much about him. I just like, if you're interested in it, here's the link. Just like supporting other content creators. He was here earlier. He said it looked good. It got his stamp of approval, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, like if it's your thing, it's your thing. If it's not, it's not. I just thought it was a really interesting character concept, so I thought let me turn that into a chibi. So that's what I'm doing. So the actual, let me see. This is what the actual guy looks like. So obviously mine is more of like a childish version of it, but so I thought that was really cool looking. The fact that, he's carrying this American flag, but he's kind of got like this Egyptian thing around his upper body and whatnot. It's pretty cool. And so that's what my character, I'm just doing a chibi version. This is the base colors. And then I go in and I amplify everything and clean everything up with coloring pencils. So I just got to get that done. It's been taking me far too long. All right. So let's go ahead and outline which stripes. It's really important as Americans that we know which where the stripes go in our flag.
That's also actually very, very important.
Yeah. I always think that the red stripe goes underneath the blue, the field of blue, but it doesn't. It's the white stripe. I don't know why. I just always think it's the red one. Probably just because red stands out so much. But it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. All right.
Sorry if I'm quiet because I'm actually focusing on my art as well.
She's concentrating.
Dude, I kind of like how I did my powdered eyeliner.
Yes. I noticed. Someone painting a picture, says Luke, and their face. Interesting. That's what we do here. We do artwork. Baloney, cheesies. Chibis have a very sophisticated look. Well, it depends on the chibi.
Yeah. I was just to say, art is not limited just to a canvas. Art can be anything. Art can be displayed on anything. It can be put on a wall in a museum with a banana on it and be sold for millions of dollars.
That's not art.
I know it's not art.
That is a controversial talking piece. That's what that is. Conversation starter. That's what I was looking for.
But I guess to go to say like anything is a canvas, which is of
Yeah.
your face as well. And then tattoo artists, skin is a canvas. You can display your art on someone's skin. So
True.
so it's not just limited to the little board or like a little drawing sketching pad that Tabitha's using. Everyone can use different mediums
Okay, this
to
is
display
not-
what they're. Oh, it's not little. My bad. My bad. My bad.
This takes up my head and my torso.
So what you're saying is you're tiny.
No, I'm working on that though. I went jogging for the first time last night. Be proud of me. Please clap.
I actually need to go work out a lot. I
No,
gained weight from this wedding that I was at.
It felt so good. It felt so good to go out. At the same time, considering where I used to be when I would jog like 3 or 4 times a week, I'm like, all right, Tabitha, we got to get back at this because this is sad. Going around the neighborhood, and I'm like, I can do this. Can't do this. But that's okay. Remembering that everybody got to start somewhere, and you can't concentrate on where you was. Only look to where you can go, because either you can sit back and grab a snack and just reminisce about the days of yore, or you can do something about it and make yourself better. So that's what I chose to do last night. I like jogging near the evening time, which is part of my problem of consistency, because you get tired at the end of the day. But I know that if I exercise in the morning, I will be of absolutely no use during the rest of the day. Exercising wears me out. I'm not the type of person who gets energized by exercising. I wish I was
No.
one of those people. Otherwise, I'd be happy to wake up at 6 or whatever in the morning and go jog or whatever. But I know that if I do that, plus the last time that I decided to go jogging in the morning, I came back and did not feel good at all. My legs were like pulsing in weird places. I think my blood sugar dropped, but I don't like to eat food right away in the morning, and I don't want to eat and then
Same.
go jog, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want this thing sitting in my stomach. So I've tried eating like a banana before I go, but it's just not for me. So yeah. Art is subjective, and Andy Warhol stinks. Wow, Mo, saying the quiet parts out loud. What kind of markers am I using? So these ones here are Ohuhu, but I use a mix between Ohuhu and Copic markers. I honestly prefer Copic, but they're more expensive. But the reason that everybody typically prefers Copic is because of the nib. It's a magical one that can be firm or soft as needed, whereas a lot of Ohuhu, some of them come with a softer one, but they typically come with this really hard, small one, so you can't be quite as detailed and flare out quite as much.
We got Sevi in the chat.
Sevi in the chat! Woo! Hi! Sevi, good morning. How are you? Are you out dominating the world with truth and justice?
And knowledge. I've learned a lot from Sevi. I was like, wow, Sevi.
Yes, we all
Like,
have.
woo.
The many layers. She's an onion. The many layers of Sevi. She just knows all the things. She just knows. I want to be like Sevi when I grow up. Here we go. So we got that. You're good. Excellent. All right. And the American way. That's right. Truth, justice, and the American way. All right. He looks so good. I'm so happy with him right now. Like, look at this flag, everybody. Look at his flag. Now, the flag is supposed to be torn in the original picture. Let me throw that back up here. I'm not going to do that, only because that requires a lot of extra work. And because I already stated that fabric is my kryptonite, we're going to keep it as clean as possible. I am not up to the skill level to do torn fabric. I know you could be like, it's just holes, Tabitha. Like, just punch a hole. It's not. It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work.
Sort of, depending on where the holes would be at in the fabric. So we're going to keep it simple, everybody. Although part of me now, like, that's not Tabitha. We don't do simple here. The layers I learn every day. Don't we all? But I feel like Sevi has stronger layers as a person. I don't know. She herself as an onion. Many strong layers. She says, I want to be like you guys when I grow up. Oh my.
Do you really? Do you know what you're getting yourself into? Tabitha's life is, all
Hot
over the
mess
place.
is something. Yeah, my life is all over the place. Jesus saith unto him, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
Thank you, Luke.
So
Thanks for
true.
the good word of the day.
If you can scan it, you could probably make it flowy. You mean like digital? Yeah, I did take a picture of this before I colored it so that if I did make a mess, I could clean it up later on and just redo it. But Smooth says the secret is, Sevi, that we never grow up. That's true. That's true. I think, we all have our little Peter Pan syndrome. There are certain things that we're like, I don't care how old I get. No, I'm not going to grow out of it. Yeah, it's just how it be. I say as I'm wearing an actual Lord of the Rings cardigan that I found at the mall the other day. Never going to
Ooh.
grow out of the Lord of the Rings because the Lord of the Rings will never grow out of me. So that movie changed my life. I mean, I guess I could kind of make this ragged looking, like if I left some bumps and stuff like that. Maybe that would work. I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy with this. Here we go. I could maybe make it look a little more torn or worn out, maybe. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. We'll play around with it. Sevi, we got to play Murky Divers. We're going to try to get the gang together soon once Nomi becomes available because she's so
I am available.
busy.
I'm available now. We just need to wait for Lee. See what he says.
Yeah, you're available now when everybody's working.
Well, I'm available tonight, but you're busy doing something.
Yeah. Well, I was told you were busy, so that was why we decided.
Who told you?
Our mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what she said. I'll have to go back. I don't want to misquote her. I have to go back.
Back to work. I'll lurk and silence the stream. Okay, bye, Sevi.
She said,
Thanks
"Oh,
for
let's do it."
lurking.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna do it. See, the dinosaur song is stuck in my head. That's right. That, like, if Maria was here, it's like that's what we got to play nonstop. Gets on her nerves. That's why $10 super chats or gifted is always appreciated because it gets in everybody's head and either it's a good thing or it's a bad thing because it gets stuck in my head too, and I'm not mad about it.
Why does Maria hate it? I like it.
I don't know why Maria doesn't like it. Some people don't like it. Some people just have no taste. I don't know.
Okay, Maria.
I know we got to get her to play Murky Divers too because she was like, I don't do scary games. I'm like, it's not like Phasmophobia or anything because I don't like that really either. I mean, I'll play with friends, but I don't really like it. But I told her it's different when you play with friends, But it's supposed to be like a kind of a kooky scary game. Like it's not serious.
Like Booga Booga, we're right here, we're coming to get you versus like rah.
Well, sort of, because I mean, when you're swimming around the lab and suddenly out from a dark corner, there's this monster. Mo says, I love it. The dinosaur song? Of course.
I like the dinosaur song too.
I do too. Just send me a DM and we'll make it work. You got it. I will be really available after work. Okay. I don't know. We might have to talk to Joe. I will text Lee when I'm done and see, because he's one of those regular people, regular job people.
I mean, I have a regular job too.
Yeah, he's also got a family, so I guess dad and child time.
Oh, Tabitha, look what Riskit did.
Help me, you got it, man. Stop. Roar, roar. Let's dance like dinosaurs. We need a 10-hour version of that dinosaur song.
I would be okay with that. I'm not mad if we do that.
Oh my gosh. This stream showed up in my suggestions. That's pretty cool. Oh, I'm glad, Luke. So you're new around these here parts.
Look at that, Luke.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I've got all kinds. We do art parties. Last Friday of the month, we do art parties, and then I get a bunch of other artists on the channel. You can go back and watch some of our streams. We do really crazy on-the-fly art prompts where we have to create a character. We have no idea what we're going to create till that night. And so you get to witness that in real time. And then I've got some lore artwork piece videos and lots of other cool stuff. So hopefully you'll hang around. And then, yeah, I go live and do a lot of chibis. Sometimes I do digital artwork as well. Glad you're here.
Oh, not only that, she also plays video games with her friends.
That's right. Over there on, what's it called?
Kick.
I don't know why I was going to say something else. I'm like, what's my name? Dreaming_Tabitha.
That's not my name.
And then let me see. Yeah, Dreaming_Tabitha. And you can find Know Me Without You over on Kick.
Yay, that's me.
That's Nomi, where we do couples therapy periodically. This was us falling to our doom when we played Chain together. And then this was one of our more quote unquote recent extravaganzas. Sevi was there too. She was trying to figure out how to get on the boat, but I burnt the ship down because Joe stole it and Nomi decided to drown. So,
Remember that one time we were playing with Mando and then we were trying to go to like this one part and then this random guy joins. I was like,
that's
who are
right.
you? And then nobody believed me. Then next thing we hear is a guy's voice like, where am I?
Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. That was freaky when
that was scary. Even though it wasn't a scary game, that was scary. I was like, who is this strange person?
Yeah, it was stranger danger. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. I know. Craziness. I think that's going to be the hardest part of trying to play Murky Divers. Like, we don't all have to be there, but I would love if we did play, that most of us that wanted to be there would be able to find the time. But trying to get all of us together in one go is going to be kind of rough. So we'll see. If not, we'll just play it and then get everybody.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so we got you, me, Lee,
Joe,
Sevi.
I mean, Spoo could join us.
Smoo. Why don't we invite Mo? Mo, would you like to play Murky Divers with us?
It's up to 8 people.
We need 2 more technically.
We need a dude. We need another dude.
We need more dudes. Yes, actually. Oh, well, didn't you reach out to Beardo? Didn't Beardo want to play?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm still waiting on my Pokemon video. I'm not going to invite him to play with me.
Oh, that punk.
No, we talked the other day. He's like, I am so sorry. I'll get that to you. I'm like, that's okay.
I've only been waiting.
I've only been waiting for like 3 months, Beardo. It's okay. It's not been 3 months, but it's okay. I get it. Like, he's busy with his stuff too. Here we go. I think my flag is coming along. First, I've heard of it. Okay, it's over on Steam. I know for sure. Murky Divers. Check it out. Smooth says, I've never heard of it. I've only been talking about it for months now.
She has been talking about it for months.
Yeah, okay. Always down for a fun time. I think this would be great. Like Smooth, Mo, like this would be really great. Murky Divers. Yeah, let's do it. We should try to aim for the weekend. Maybe if you guys are available.
Well, so until I'm finished with Split Fiction, I'm working on Split Fiction with Arudai.
What about in the evening?
I do Backrooms with Sebi and Moss.
Ugh. Well, hurry up. Finish the game.
But like, I'll finish the game in the morning with Arudai because I hear Split Fiction isn't a long story, but it's getting us pretty long. It's taking us a long time to finish the game, but maybe it's just because we're both equally challenged in puzzles.
You guys should also play Repo. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I always want to. I want to play Repo. I have that actually.
Okay, I've got to. I'm. Uh-oh. All right. This is supposed to be white, and so I guess this is. Oh, I'm losing. Oh no, I'm losing where my stripes are going. I hope I haven't messed this up.
I was trying to say because I was like an eyelash that was going to my eye. I was like, no.
Oh man, that's a terrible feeling. Eyelashes in the eye. Okay, that's white. That's white. I think I'll make this. Oh my gosh, I'm getting lost. I'm getting lost. Oh, this is why it stripes. Oh, I should pattern. Whose idea was this? Okay, I think I've recovered. I think I recovered.
I dropped my concealer, but I fixed it.
She fixed it. I just saw the GTA 6 trailer and it looks really good, but I'm getting to that age where I don't care.
Same. I never played GTA, but I've,
Yeah.
but I'm getting
No.
tired of it.
It doesn't sound like a game that would be for Tabitha.
I could
just,
totally see you play that game, Tabitha. What are you
isn't
talking
that the one with
about?
like drugs and prostitutes and
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
she's like,
But
yeah,
the casual things.
yeah.
But could you play Schedule 1 with me and Joe? That'd be so much fun.
I don't have GTA.
Not GTA, Schedule 1.
Oh, I thought you were using that as a sentence. Like, could you schedule one? Why? What is it they appeal you girls find at this game?
Well, wouldn't you secretly want to be a drug lord? You create drugs, you sell weed, and you get to be this criminal. It's an escapism of you like, hey, I want to experience a life.
You're like,
of
I'm
being
tired
a
of being
criminal.
a good person. I want
I
to know what
want
it's
to
like on the
be
other
bad,
side.
Tabitha. Yeah. Why not?
I mean, like, if that was the idea behind it, I don't
Also,
want to be a drug lord. I try to be a family friendly kind of person.
Risk it. You're right. He's like repo because repo. Don't you have to like steal things from
I
people's
did think
houses?
about getting the bum simulator.
The bum simulator. Tabitha, you wild person.
I know.
You
I want to know
crazy girl.
what's it like living on the streets? You get to urinate on people and steal stuff and make houses out of cardboard. I mean, that sounds like a fun time.
Okay. I could do 15 more minutes and then I got a dip.
That's okay. That's all I got left in me too, because I'm getting hungry. I didn't have breakfast, and I got stuff. Leonard's got stuff to do. Plus, I have some commission pieces that I need to work on. So, and I need to respond to some possible future clients that have emailed Tabitha. So, might be seeing more and more chibis and stuff. So, here we go. But I'm pretty happy with how this looks like coming out. It looks like the flag is in the wind, so there's like some movement going on. Same thing with his scarf here. I like it. I like it. Let me see. Trying to figure out what's the best. I don't know if I have a layout for this. Yeah, there it is. Okay, because people came to see the art. I should have been doing this like a lot longer, but a longer time ago. But here we are. Here we go. Let's finish up this stripe. The white stripes won't stay pure white because there needs to be some shadow work going on in there. But overall, I think we are, and plus I have to shadow the red stripes as well. But sorry, I had to lurk for a moment to make lunch and answer emails. Just saw Smooth brought up Repo. It's a fun game. I don't know what that is.
I know he's been playing it a lot with some of the GCA people, and I have it. I have it. I just need to get to it.
I just don't know what it is. I know I never finished Pumpkin Jack. I haven't gotten back to Star Trucker, which I need to. I wanted to have Star Trucker Sundays, and I just haven't done it.
I haven't finished Bendy.
I didn't finish Assassin's Creed. I was going to play that last night, but I was like, okay, do I go jogging or do I go online and play games? And I was like, no, I need to. This is important. My health is important. I can always play a video game with bad haircuts and terrible Arabian accents later. There's always time for that. But I will say that honestly, I enjoy playing games online with other people more than just by myself. So that's sometimes why I don't stream, which I should, but I just I miss my friends. I miss yelling at Nomi.
Yep. I miss yelling at you too.
Yeah. But now I have to yell at Joe tonight. We'll see how that goes.
I want to watch.
I know.
I'll probably just watch and lurk and hang out with you guys.
That would be great.
What was I gonna say? Oh, so my uncle is this massive tech dude, and I showed him the video, Tabitha, of you pressing Alt 4F.
Yeah. Alt F4.
Alt F4. And then he's like, he's talking to me. He's like, you literally did say, don't press it. And he's like, also the person in the chat said, don't press it. What did she think would happen? I was like, well, she tried to explain herself in the video.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, Yeah.
I mean, like, I know it seems pretty self-explanatory, but if you know our chat, the context of the situation was that, again, I'm gonna explain myself again.
Bye, Luke. Have a good one.
Oh, bye, Luke. Thank you so much for hanging out. Is that sometimes our chat hazes us, right? So I thought maybe it was like, don't press it, because I had literally that part's not in the video. So this is where people look at me like I'm stupid because everybody told me don't press it. I thought they were saying don't press it because prior to all of where the video starts, I said, "Oh, I didn't realize that we could transport. How about we only transport if the chat agrees to that, so that we always have to start over. So that way it's not like cheating or too easy." That was what I had said. And then I wanted to test it out. And when Fantastic said, "Don't press it," and gave me Alt F4 because I didn't know what Alt F4 did. I thought that was the cheat code or whatever to do it quickly instead of having to use my mouse to go to the menu to then press it. I thought he was saying don't press it because he didn't want me to cheat. That was the context of that situation. Everybody else apparently knew that Alt F4 was bad, what shuts down your computer. I didn't know that. I thought he was giving me, this is before I knew what a terrible person the Fantastic Sarcastic was. That so that was it. I didn't know he was being, I should have known, I guess, because of his name. I thought he was giving me a pro tip. I didn't know that he was being sarcastic and that he didn't know that I didn't know what Alt F4 actually does. So yeah, of course I come across as a stupid idiot in that video, but if you knew the context of the video, you would know. Then you would understand. Anyway.
You too would be confused like Tabitha and do silly things like that.
Yeah, so that's why I pressed it. I just thought he was like, don't cheat, don't do it. This is the code, but don't do it. So that's why I did it. I've always
That
been
makes sense.
I've always been a little bit of a rebel too. I know people don't believe that, but it's true. Like, don't tell me to do something, I'll do it.
So what Tabitha really does is she puts her plastic bottles in the regular trash instead of recycling them.
Sometimes when I just don't feel like cleaning them.
You're supposed to clean them?
Some states, yeah, you're supposed to clean. No,
What? That's news to me.
Yeah. Yeah, in some states, and I know like in Germany, you have to clean, or at least I don't know where my family's from, you have to clean the stuff before you put it in the recycling. Smoo, is that the same for where you're located? I know Europe is pretty persnickety about recycling. It's like their lifeline. It's part of their blood. Where did you get the dinosaur theme song? I got it from CapCut. It's just one of their free things that you can use. I said don't press it because I didn't know if you knew. Oh, well, still. Okay, if that was the cheat and I said don't press it, you still press it. Yes, because I thought you just didn't want us to transport, and I wanted to at least try it to know what it would do, and then I wasn't going to use it afterwards unless the chat said to use it. That what? Trump voice. We'll do a trillion. Oh, we do a little trolling. A trillion. We do a little trolling. You do. The chat does troll. See, people who don't know either, like, part of the fun sort of sometimes on streaming is like our chat, they give you advice and you don't know if they're hazing or not. You think they're being helpful, and all of a sudden they're like point and laugh at how stupid Tabitha is because she can't listen. I literally said don't press it.
Go ahead and tilt your head back and laugh.
Roll your eyes. Point, be like Epic Might. Point and laugh. The guy jumping and getting clocked by the dinosaur is the best. Mo still can't stop talking about it. Look at that.
Mo, we moved past that. My God, Mo.
I'm glad that Mo, I can bring joy to Mo's life. Mo's good people.
He is. I like getting to work with him on GCA. He's great.
Yeah. We have done some art streams together. Guys, you ain't ready for some of Mo's artwork because Mo wasn't ready for Mo's artwork. Oh my gosh. How am I the bad guy when I said don't press it and sees it me pressing it? I just explained.
I didn't say you were not the bad guy.
I just explained the context of the situation. This is before I knew what kind of a person sarcastic was. Now I can't. Now I have trust issues. Here we go. Flag coming along nicely. I will say this kind of makes it look a little bit more like a stick, but it's okay. We'll allow it. It's a creative interpretation. Getting my retirement ready. Brave. You're. Yeah. And I kind of get Adam when he's like, that woman you gave me. Oh, come on. We all know Adam was supposed to step up. Playing the blame game never works. Why didn't
Adam get you nowhere in life?
Why didn't Adam stop Eve from partaking of the fruit? Look, women are naturally curious creatures.
We are.
It's true. And obviously the devil got to her, as he does, and then the devil got Adam, you know. And then Adam decided to blame Eve. And then Eve followed suit because she learned from her man. She's like, because you have to remember, like, this is back when there's no other people, and so she's learning, and he's like, oh, Adam blamed me, I'm gonna blame you. Hey, Wiley Dave, good morning.
Good morning, Wiley Dave.
Wiley Dave. Doing the golden patriot. Nomi's doing her face. Yet you blame me. Well, yeah, like, you can't just throw out Alt F4 when women are, or anybody is looking for the solution to a problem and then not explain, by the way, Alt F4 is going to shut down your game.
Don't touch it.
You see, you were Satan in this situation here. Fantastic. You know? You're like, oh, here's the button to push, but don't push it. That's what you did.
That's that's the snake mentality.
That was the snake mentality.
You know, here's this delicious, yummy apple. I know it's forbidden for you to not eat it, but wouldn't you be a lot cooler if you did?
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if you did push this, but don't touch it? Risket says the devil is a deceptive liar. Yeah, that's right. That's what we're discussing in the men's Bible study. Oh, that's right. No, we had to do that one with Joe.
Yeah.
Well, not that one in particular, but just anyone.
I said, you are the devil and the devil is bad. Bum, bum, ba, ba, da, da. Oh, you know what? I should send you this song that I grew up listening to, Tabitha.
Okay.
It was from a ska band called The W's.
What the freak is a ska band? Is that some Nordic?
You never heard of a ska band like Goldfinger, Real Big Fish?
No.
Five Iron Frenzy, OC Supertones.
What are these ridiculous names?
Oh my gosh, Tabitha. So ska music, it has like cool little guitar riffs like and then trumpets as well. And yeah, trumpets and trombones. It's so good. Okay, so there's a band that they use, you know, see, Mo knows what I'm talking about. I love ska. Heavy on trumpets. Goldfinger, Less Than Jake. That's true. That's true. So yeah, there's a band called, it was a Christian band called The W's. And it's a song called The Devil Is Bad. And you grow up watching VeggieTales, didn't you?
No. I mean, I've seen it, but I didn't grow up watching VeggieTales.
So there is one episode of Larry Boy.
Larry Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a song. They made a song for one of his episodes. I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, no, it was the rumor. Like the rumor have you heard the one about Alfred, the dangerous robot? I'm told he's got lasers for eyes and a metal skin like frame and something like that. So they sing it. It's so good. It's a good song. But let me get the W's like lyrics of like The devil is bad. The devil is bad.
What are these lyrics? What? I'll let you know, Risket. I don't know if we're ready for the responsibility of a bunch of women in one room, but we'll start out small and let you know how it goes.
Oh, here it goes. She was walking in the garden one day when a snake slithered around her feet. Follow me right over to this tree and I'll give you something good to eat. I want to know, are you sure? I don't think it is right. It is right. Doesn't matter. Just open your mouth and take a tasty bite. Oh, she said to him, I think it's a sin, but boy, does it look right. He said her to just take my word and I promise that you'll see the light. Why don't you just get out of here? Because I don't want to see you here no more. Why don't you get out of here? Because this is now and that was before. Because you are the devil and the devil is bad. Hey, you are the devil and the devil is bad. You are the devil and the devil is bad. You are the devil and you are bad. That's the lyrics. It's like Eve telling the snake, like, you're the devil and you are bad. It's about the song in Garden of Eden.
Is this like a children's band?
It was not a children's band. It was ska. Ska uses the medium of like, hey, like we're gonna sing about real things, and we're gonna make it childlike. Like, you still have that innocence of a child in you, so makes sense.
I might have to.
But
I guess I'm just thrown off by the name ska because I'm thinking Vikings.
Yeah, I'm sure if you hear like the guitar, you'll be like, oh yeah, this type of music. Ska.
Ska. Like it sounds like a bird.
Dun, 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 dun. Kind of things. Maybe speaks a different language. Yeah, you were looking at me pretty weird.
I will look up ska and see what that is. Well, I think we all. Oh, it's almost been 3 hours. Great day in the morning. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Oh, this is what I should have played when Nomi was singing. So they're gonna try to take these.
What?
What?
And then I found the Rumor Weed song. Have you heard the one about Alfred, a dangerous robot? I'm told he's got lasers for eyes and a microchip brain, and his skin is terribly cold. We've heard the one about Alfred. It's strange, amazing, untrue. But now that we heard about Alfred, we like to hear more about you. I'm a rumor weed. I'm a rumor weed. A tiny little story is all I need to make a big mess. He's a rumor weed.
The thing is to keep smiling and never look as if you disapprove.
You're gonna love these songs, Sabbath.
Okay, that one sounded a little more interesting. It sounded kind of like kind of like the Donut Man.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I didn't watch Donut Man.
Oh, you don't know who the Donut Man is?
I know who the Donut Man is, but I didn't watch it growing up.
Well, we didn't really watch it. We listened to it because he had cassettes, back in the day.
I remember Salty, the songbook.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what's the big blue Bible.
Blue thing? Yeah,
yes.
Okay. I didn't watch that, but I knew what it was. Every time we went to the Christian bookstore, it was plastered. It was there.
Yeah, Salty Salty songbook. But I know you gotta say goodbye to your people. I unfortunately need to put on the shoes and then step out.
I'm sending my kick people over to Biggles. Enjoy. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out. And you know what? Just for fun, we're gonna end it like